Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z-Bird Zidell. With me, as always, the boys who are in the building. Got my main man, Angry John Rosado.
What's up?
We got Dr. Schulz.
Hello.
And then my main man, my co-host, Moneyline Welsh. What up, Moneyline?
What's up, fuckface?
That's a way to break this swearing barrier.
Caught me good there, yeah.
Just burn them. You weren't ready for that fuckface.
13 seconds. No, I wasn't.
Hey, I thought we weren't supposed to swear.
Well, after the
Well,
fuckface,
considering we
Fuck
get
it
200
now.
views on YouTube, who gives a fuck?
So fuck
Yeah.
that.
who cares?
Yeah.
Well, before we go, I want to wish Athena a happy 10th birthday tomorrow. She requested a shout out.
Oh,
you got
man.
one. Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy
Athena.
birthday, Athena.
Is Athena listening?
Well, she's gonna listen tomorrow and hear you say fuckface right
Right
away.
before her birthday? Well, why didn't you tell me?
Wow, dude, you came late.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you're on time. We were early.
You came in hot. Just called me fuckface right off the rip.
Yeah, I didn't know it was Athena's 10th birthday.
Well, she's 10. She's used to that.
Yeah. She could handle a fuckface or two.
She
What's
probably
going
heard
on?
worse.
We had a decent little comedy weekend. So I was with your boy Nobby.
Oh, no, he cracks me up.
Yeah, he got a fucking podcast with the PGA Tour.
What does that mean?
He does a podcast. It's going to be going through the PGA. It's called like comedians and carts shooting bunkers. So he said he's
Sweet
only,
name, Nobby.
well, it's like the Seinfeld thing. So he's like, it'd probably take about 13 or 14 minutes for it to get shut down, but they've already filmed like 3 of the episodes. They go to golf courses with famous comedians. They like, you know what I mean, they'll shoot around the golf, have some fun. And like he was telling me like the big anchor they were supposed to have that dude Tony Hinchcliffe was going to be like on. Everything was set up there ready to go. In the morning of, he can't. Like they were in there Nashville to shoot and he canceled it, but they're getting Kevin from The Office. I'll bring it up, but yeah, I had a big weekend. Me and Nobby had a 2-hour drive together, so we got to find
What you
out
guys talk about?
about this podcast. And then he was telling me I was on the right road. Had a lot of positive.
Yeah, well,
things.
tell Nobby to give us a shout on his PGA Tour
It
podcast.
didn't get released.
We're blowing up Nobby's podcast over here.
Nobby loves his nickname, Nobby, by the way.
Does he?
Yeah,
He
and
should.
he said he was like, dude, I'll get you, dude. Like I'll talk about it after the podcast, but there could be some golf in the future and some. If this thing, like he said, dude, you know what I mean, get you dudes out there.
All right. Yeah, we'll take it, Nobby. I mean, all we do is talk about him, so he can pay it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Jack, you a little sun buddy. You a little sunburned.
Well, yeah, John, I'm a golfer. I was golfing.
Did you?
Yeah. No, so I, on Sunday, I went golfing, and there wasn't like a tree anywhere on this course, but I actually put block on. I'm not,
Didn't work.
no, well, listen, John, I'm telling the story.
I'm sorry.
So, I put block on because I had it. It was in my car. Leanie's been busting my balls about it. She's like, hey, you got to start wearing some sunblock. I'm like, all right, no problem. Put the block on. So I got a little bit of sun. You know, I'm 100% Irish, so like the sun's going to break through. It's going to work. But it wasn't too bad. Then I was going to a fundraiser right after golfing, and I thought it was in a brewery. It wasn't a brewery, but it was outside. And I was at this fundraiser for the better part of 5 hours, and I just got – it was like –
So
it was
the
in a park.
SPF 15 wore off by then,
Yeah,
is
it
what
was
you're
like
telling me.
fucking – it was in a parking lot, and I was just getting cooked.
Blacktop.
Wasn't a blacktop. It was some grass, but like
Yeah.
still wide open. It was so nice on Sunday.
Were you drinking
like,
some beers?
No beers, no. But had some weed. Hit the bake sale pretty hard.
What's one do for 5 hours? Just kind of mope around.
Yeah, and Leanie was like working it too, so like I was just like, hey, bunch of small talk. You know what I mean? Bunch of small talk.
So you had to
Bunch
be
of
on the
congratulations.
moon. You had to be
Yeah, I got on the
super
moon. I don't
stoned
remember
fucking-
what I was talking to people about.
Yeah,
to be honest with
that's now that makes it bearable.
Yeah, they're talking congratulations, asking me questions, and I have like such a monologue about like it's pretty much a monologue at this point. People ask me about, getting married. Oh, how do you like it? Oh, it's great. Having a kid, like, oh, thank you very much. Very excited. How's the bar? Like, oh, it's tough. It's gonna get open sooner than later though. And like that's pretty much it. And like I just keep it
You had a
simple.
bit.
Yeah, just keep it moving. On to the next person. Like, Pittsburgh, it's tough. Just like shit like that. And then next thing you know, 5 hours later, it's over.
You're on your way home.
On your way home.
Belly full of baked goods.
Belly full of bacon. So that's like Leanie's obviously pregnant. She has some wild cravings. That being said, She is buying so many snacks. It's insane.
It's
dude.
fucking you up.
She's sabotaging me.
Yeah.
And like
Sympathy weight.
I got a
Misery loves
I got a
company.
physical. I got a physical coming up. I'm worried about my sugar.
Yeah.
Well,
you're
Long
gonna
John,
have
Long John
diabetes.
Silver's and
Nah,
Carrick.
I fired him. I had to go to a new guy. But yeah, I got rid of that Long John's doctor. It was too much.
You got some hush puppies with every physical.
I got some. I got some high mark health insurance now, so I had to switch up. But like, it was long overdue. Dude, so she went to the store the other day. We're talking ice cream sandwiches, Reese cupcakes, chips, cookies, like 2 different types of pretzels, and I'm like, I smoke dope. I'm gonna eat all this shit. And
Reese cupcakes sound
dude,
delicious.
the Reese cupcakes are
Gotcha.
a problem. They're like the Hostess, you know, like the chocolate with the vanilla filling, like those type of cupcakes, but they're Reese's. They're chocolate with like chocolate peanut butter filling with some Jimmy's on top.
Jimmy's.
It's a problem.
How many of them did you hammer?
I had about 4, but then I also had like this bake sale shit going on. Then I got the M&M ice cream sandwiches in the fridge.
I love ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah.
I'll eat ice cream sandwiches. I'll
Diet, a
fucking
case
kill
of Diet Dr. Pepper.
That's after a case of Klondikes last week.
Yeah, I'm worried about my sugar, John. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Dude, the Diet Dr. Peppers, that ain't good for you, dude. I'd rather
That's
eat
how
the
you get
ice
the
cream, sir.
diabetes.
Yeah.
I love Diet
My
Dr.
sister used to
Pepper.
smash them all the time, and I swear that's what her shit stomach issues because of it, dude.
Yeah,
Can't
well,
be good
I
for you.
I got a new one, so
You're on a clean slate.
yeah, they cut
You
out
get
the
another
bad
60
shit.
years out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't get many miles out of the first one, though, so let's
I
not.
got 37 years.
Well,
Got another 77. That's enough.
what kind?
Guy your size, you won't be around that long. Yeah.
What's that mean?
Just bigger people die earlier. You know that?
What do you mean tall?
Taller.
Tall.
Well, after these fucking snacks, maybe bigger.
Well,
too.
you never have a snack, John?
I do.
Man,
We
I'm
were
out
talking
here-
about the Chipwoods last week.
Yeah, I love the Chipwich.
So you gotta get Leanie to try cheese soup. I'm telling you.
Get her on the cheese soup. Did you guys see the skip challenge going viral on TikTok or Instagram?
I just what you sent me. What?
So Lainey says to me, she was like, "Do you know how to skip?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know how to skip." What are we talking about? She was like, "I don't think you'd skip." I was like, "What are you talking about? I could skip." She was like, "Show me." So, I skip, and I skip like a mother. Like
Skip to my loo.
Yeah, I'm a good skipper. I get my arms into it, get the legs going, and like it's like, I don't know. I guess it's some challenge on TikTok. She put me on there, but I mean, dude, I killed it.
Oh,
You
so
got-
she's trying to like
Yeah,
play
she's trying
you,
to make it
you look
funny.
like a Mary running
yeah,
around.
like a Mary.
Dude,
Bush.
I seen you talking about that in my mind. I'm like, can I skip? I'm pretty sure I could skip.
You can.
I can for sure.
Yeah.
You know what else I figured I could do? Because my girls are. I could do a cartwheel.
I've never been able to do a cartwheel.
Yeah.
I could do a round off.
Shut up.
Don't believe it.
I'll fucking do it right now.
I
There's
want to
not
see the
enough
round
room.
off.
I mean,
There's
Yeah,
not
in
enough
the hallway
room in
after
there.
the thing. I
I
gotta
swear
see
to
it.
God, I'll do it.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
4th of July races want to see a round off.
Put that on Patreon.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah, I will. How about this? I'll fucking do it in the hallway after the show and put it on Patreon.
All
See
right.
by round off. I mean, people are looking
I
for
could do a
content.
cartwheel,
Yeah.
not a round off. Dude, you're talking. That's
What
a.
exactly is a round off?
It's like
It's
when
a
you
cartwheel
like.
with no hands.
And then you like spin
No,
up.
you use your hands, but you like shoot off. You'll see it.
All
You'll
right,
see.
all
It's
right.
dope.
Wait, what's the one where you just with no? I thought that a round off was no hands.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Round off's when you spring yourself. Like
Oh, that's like an easy cartwheel.
it's fucking dope, dog.
That
That's
ain't a round off, dude.
Yeah.
Your sister cheerleaded. My sister
Yeah.
cheerleaded.
A round off is like,
Yeah, you do like
Yeah.
a cartwheel
You'll
with
see
no
it.
hands.
My
Yeah.
kids do them. But I can't ignore.
I could
I
do a
don't-
somersault.
I can't remember
like
the
a
degree of
motherfucker.
difficulty.
I could skip too. I lived in, and when I lived I lived at the top of Greenfield, so like I would like skip down the street when no one was around, like the DiNardo's, like because you know what I mean, skipping back then you got people thought you're a certain type of person, but like I was like this, I'd always skip.
You probably
down the
gained
DiNardo's.
so much time.
well,
though.
going down Bigelow, I definitely skipped like from Hammer on the way home. There's just momentum. You're
Yeah,
riding
That's what I mean. You're
momentum,
taking
yeah.
so many more steps than like, you're gaining ground, right?
Yeah,
When I was like real younger and I was walking, there was always a part of like Hammer that was real weird at night that like scared me. I always ran past it.
what part's that?
It was the part like before where the park is now.
Yeah,
But remember how creepy it was back in the day?
There was nothing there.
There was nothing there, and there's all these like overgrown weeds, and it was just weird. And like the older kids told me some weird story about some weird shit happening back there that definitely wasn't true. That like scarred me, and I just ran past it. And I'm not talking like probably like 16, like still taking off.
So same thing happened to me. I was like 14. I used to always go over Rosaldo's house, and sometimes I'd have to walk home. It'd be late at night. And
That's a fair walk.
Those
And
trails.
that's all
Yeah.
the park.
And then
Yeah.
I'd run. When I got to, I know what you're talking about.
Rosaldo told me a story about like there was devil worshippers killing people and
Yeah, you hear
dogs.
that once.
So I only need to hear it the one time, and I'd like get down to like at the bottom of Bartlett, and I just fucking would sprint
Take off.
until I got to the stoplight. Yeah,
That's
it.
a hell of a sprint.
it's so-
You were
Hey,
sprinting
that's a
in the
half
wrong-
a mile
Dude,
sprint.
the place where I was talking about, you weren't even riding in the right place. The park was fine. It was where them trails were after the stoplight, before like in between Greenfield Bridge and the stoplight.
I was running right into the
that was
Satan
the weird
worship
part.
Because like there's trails
You're running into
that
the
like come
danger
right
zone.
up.
Come
here.
up from the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Dude, me and my sister would be walking home, dude. That's where we sprinted.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing.
Yeah.
Like everybody did, but like it just, I don't know.
Dude, my sister Danielle would like we'd be in a house by ourselves, and she'd scare the just not on purpose. She'd be like, "Did you hear that?
She freak herself out.
Did you
when
hear
she
that?
Freak you
There's
out.
definitely somebody." You know what I mean? And like then we'd be hiding behind the couch.
Yeah, that would freak me out. Like,
Dude,
yeah.
my sister Anna was like that, but she'd have a knife. Like I heard something downstairs. Okay, crazy.
She is the type to kid.
She'll cut him up. She's good with a knife.
Yeah, she'll stab someone.
Dude, and then there was another part by the park. They said like they told me like a horror story about like some lady in white that like fucking killed herself back there. And like
Jeez.
the one night I thought I saw like something, and like dude, we're talking like right by my house. Like so it was a full blown sprint, pretty much from like Hammer basketball
To your
courts
bedroom.
down to my house, which isn't that far, but it's all downhill. So like I think it
You
like,
skipped the
just
fuck
roll.
out of that
yeah,
motherfucker.
just, and then you get to a certain point, like okay, I'm okay. Weirdest fucking shit ever.
I can see my house. I'm
People
better.
were like, "What age did you like stop being scared?" Of that? I was like, "Well, now I'm in a car, so I don't have to." You know what I mean? But
Right.
if I have to
When's the
walk
last
by
time I walked?
But,
at
but
night.
now, so like I see someone on Twitter like 3 weeks ago, like man, every time I look in the woods when I'm driving, I know I'm gonna see a dead body or like something like that. Now I'm driving, and I'm looking in the woods, and I think I'm gonna see a dead body. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I don't need to see that, dude. Like, here, so now like I'm creeped out looking in the woods. I was never scared of the woods. Now I'm 40 years old, scared of the woods.
No, the thing that sucks is there's so many fucking deers in the park, dude. You don't know if it's a goddamn homeless guy running out of deer. You're like, what the fuck?
a homeless guy with antlers.
Yeah, you never know.
Dude, I was smoking dope on my back porch last week, and this deer was.
When you say smoking, though, I just like picture it's just
I
so
think
fun.
I think like my
Shooting
dad and his
dope.
boys.
You know, it's
Oh,
like-
you're thinking about shooting dope.
And I was about to check, not on his back porch. I'm like,
Hey, oh, look at the deer.
no, I was good. I would have.
This deer was in my. They're always in my backyard, but they usually like run. And this dude just chilled. He was like to where Eagle Tits is at, and like we're just like staring at each other. I'm like smoking this joint. He's staring at me, eating, munching on my grass. I'm like, whatever.
Start having a conversation with him.
Yeah, I'm like, what's up with this deers? And then you start getting weird, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then he just like walked away all slow. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I don't.
You guys were looking
You
at
had
each
a
other's
moment.
eyes.
Yeah, like, dude, I know you.
Yeah.
If you find out later it was a haunted ghost deer. Your
Yeah,
neighbor's like, do you
dude.
ever hear about the ghost deer that'll come up to you?
The lady in white that is now that's like reincarnated as a deer.
Large,
she followed
large.
you out to your house.
Yep. Yeah, now she's a North Hills ghost.
My mom used to like tell me scary stories and like just to try to like mess with me. I don't know why she did that.
I feel like that was a thing back in the day. It wasn't cool.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
it
time.
wasn't cool.
That's
There
why
was,
I'm
like-
so paranoid. I
She
think.
told me someone got killed on the laser loop and then took me to Kennywood.
I think someone did get killed on the laser.
Oh, did they?
I think that's
It
true.
was either that or Monongahela
It got shut
Monster.
down for
Yeah.
a day, and then
Yeah.
you know
The
people
loop
moved.
was dicey, dude.
I never went on that loop.
You never
I-
went on the loop?
nope.
I think I went one time.
John wasn't tall enough to go on a goddamn.
I went
laser.
on it. You could have went. I know you could have went on because I went
Listen,
on.
dude, I'm not a big
You're not
roller
a coaster
coaster
guy? No.
I'll go on a circle like that. No, thank you.
Yeah, it's you just get up there and like all there is to do is fall.
That was the first time I had
Yeah.
what do you call it, like an inner ear infection after that. I felt like shit the rest of the day
Rattling
after.
your
Yeah,
fucking-
You don't
dude.
know if that seat
it rattled my melon.
malfunctions, dude, you're dead.
You're dead. That's it.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
That's why they
You
shut
trust
it down.
Kennywood staff?
I don't know. Yeah. it's
The
just-
oldest dude there is
like,
21.
Yes, I mean it's kids younger than like
Yeah.
the kids you're, like in high school with.
He gives it that little nudge, like, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Like, am I? I'll
Yeah.
sit this one out, guys.
So my mom wasn't lying. Someone did die.
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
a scary story. That was a true story.
Did you guys ever do Green Man's Tunnel in LP?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
I did it with, now I'm thinking back, it was like a big, like, it was a Devil's Night thing.
Was it?
I thought, or Halloween.
Was that the tunnel with all the graffiti?
Yeah, that's graffiti, and like there's light. It's real creepy going down there. It's like right off like Buttermilk Hollow Road.
Yeah,
And
by
you
Joe's
go,
house.
You go down this fucking real creepy hill where there's like weird houses that like overgrown like grass and shit like that. And there's some
Spooky.
yeah, it's just you get down there at night and there's always somebody like kids down there fucking around. I think I did it once. It was creepy, but like nothing nutty happened.
But it would be like a destination point for people. It might not. I was thinking of something else, but I remember people like, yeah, let's go out there, Green Man. I'm like, what's out there? And then people would like say it, and I'm like, oh, it's stupid. Meanwhile, I'd be scared to go.
Yeah, yeah, I always.
Meanwhile, we're like, we're in a house and we have beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
would I
Why
wanna
the
go-
fuck are we getting in
Yeah,
a
let's
car to drive?
let's underage drive drunk out to Lincoln Place and
Smoking
fucking try,
dirt weed.
yeah, try to spook each other.
No thanks.
My mom used to have like psychics in the house. Like she used to have like a psychic come over the house like every like 3 months.
Miss
They have
Clea.
they have these weird fucking parties with her friends and stuff.
Dude, Chrissy
That's
had
called a
psychic money but
seance.
didn't have fucking Christmas money.
Didn't have phone money or electric money or gas money. We didn't have a fucking car, but we knew, she could have played. I'm not gonna tell the lottery number story again. But you know what I mean? Like how my mom, we could have been rich, but my mom played it. I don't even want to get into that.
What was it? The Cash 5?
It was the cat. I don't know if it was called the Cash 5 at that point, so I'll tell it real quick. Anyway, so my mom used to always go to a psychic. The psychic gave her numbers. This is a 1,000% true story. When I was 5 years old, my mom went to play the numbers, actually changed one of the numbers for some fucking reason. Why would you even go to the psychic to change the one number they gave you and then didn't? I'm like, why didn't you just play both tickets? And that numbers, she ended up winning like $3,000, but the numbers the psychic gave her hit.
Should have been what, like 300?
I want to say like it wasn't.
Depends what the Cash 5's at, but like,
I remember at the time. I think it would have been like $500,000.
Jesus.
That's a ton of money.
If
in the
you're
When
80s.
you're 5, that's
In
fucking
the 80s?
35 years
in the
ago, 40
80s,
years
like you
ago.
made it.
You made it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're rich.
Yeah, right. And right now, I'll take a $500,000.
I know, but in the 80s, like you're
That was yeah.
$500,000 was like $2
Yeah,
million.
the 80s, you
Get
could
yourself
buy,
a Trans
You could buy
Am.
a fucking crib, a car,
Yeah.
and you still got $300,000.
Yeah.
Get a boat, Salt Life,
Yep.
Food, a
Yeah,
phone,
all the food.
a car,
cable.
yeah, cable, car.
I mean, if you're a psychic person, you believe in psychics, you're ordering psychics and shit like that, you have to stick to the psychic's advice when they give you lottery numbers.
Right.
It's like the most insane shit
All right.
ever.
Question. If you're a psychic,
Why don't you play the lottery yourself?
yeah, exactly.
don't-
Cut out the
It's a
middleman.
major coincidence, obviously.
That's against the psychic code.
Yeah.
The Hippocratic Oath.
Yeah.
I don't know. Leanie went to a psychic, and like this psychic's hit a lot of shit, nailed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they say a lot of that shit's so vague and ambiguous that you think that it's
Right.
closer to what it is.
And I wonder now. I mean, but back then they didn't have the technology to do now, like where you would call a psychic now, like. Say you wouldn't block your number. They see your number. They look up your social media account. They can figure
Yeah,
out. But back
everything.
in the day, they didn't have that.
Like the movie Ghost,
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Whoopi's in
She's
that
a
one.
handsome fella.
yeah. She wears underwear with dick holes.
She was
in
like
them.
one of that.
That's when Swayze's playing with that clay, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Demi Moore.
Yeah, what a movie.
Yeah, Swayze's hot in that one too.
Oh yeah, him and Demi Moore. Yeah, that's it. I'd like
Yeah.
to see that
you
happen.
could jerk off to that scene.
I have.
There you go.
That was hey, what was that? The fucking late '80s, early '90s?
I don't know. It was on video cassette. I could tell you that.
Yeah.
VHS.
Z-Bird, you got a big break on the recovery tour, but then they didn't want to give you any money. What went on
Nah,
this
so
weekend?
my buddy Troy, who's like a good friend of mine now, he sponsors it on a podcast. Good dude, has got me like comedy gigs and like recovery stuff. So he had told me a while back. He's like, dude, there might be this gig coming up. I don't want to say too much about it because but it was far away, and it was like he ended up saying like, hey, I don't think they're getting a comedian. You know, but then they were posting on the thing, we need a comedian. So he called them like, dude, my boy's a comedian. He's good. Bring him down. So the dude was like, give me his information. He was like, all right. So he was like, hey, dude's going to hit you up. So I'm all excited. Like, oh, this dude might hit me up. Dude does. And it was like down in Florida. And I was like, all excited. And the dude was like, yeah, like, we'll give you, let you do the show, everything. Yeah, I'm like, great. And I just started saying like, not too worried about the money part of it. I definitely need a plane ticket and something. And they're, oh, we thought like we don't have any money in the budget for anything. So like, I'm like,
You thought I was gonna buy my own shit?
it was like they were like, are you coming to the convention? I'm like, no.
Didn't plan on it.
I was not. And the dude, I was like crushed because I was like, this is it. It's my big out of state break, and then it wasn't. They're like, if you change your mind,
Hey, if you
man,
want to drive to Florida, like just hop in your car and come on down.
I was like, yeah. I was like, I mean, I get it's a recovery thing, but like, I'm like I know people that do, and this is like like these people didn't have the money. I know they didn't, and I understand that, but like, I know dudes that do certain conventions, and like they at least get you out there and make it worth your while. And like,
maybe put you in a hotel.
right? Or, well,
And at Cono Law, it's something you don't got to stay at the W.
Well,
Right.
Addie's parents have a house like literally 20 minutes from there. So like I kind of already
Just
thought,
give me a ticket.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I was basically, I can see a ticket down there, and they were like, nah.
You ain't that funny, Zydell.
I think I am though.
I think you are too, buddy.
Thanks,
I'd
man.
have bought you a ticket.
Would you have? My man, but dude, Troy, he does a lot for me, like in the recovery thing. You know what I mean? Like it had nothing to do with him and nothing to do with the people. I just didn't have
Yeah,
the
it's
money.
not in the budget.
Not in the budget.
Trying to get some free jokes.
Yeah.
PGA Championship, Johnny, is pretty good this weekend.
It was good.
Had Brooks to win the Masters. He decides to win the PGA instead, so that's always fun. When you
Were you rooting against him for?
Nah, I was rooting for him. I'm kind of like
You getting over it?
I'm getting over it.
Dude.
I think Liv's. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a Liv guy, but like that course was hard as hell. They were
Dude.
going through it. He played his dick off.
When he hit that one in the bunker, and the dude was like fried egg, and then I
Yeah.
looked, I'm like, dude, he's screwed.
Yeah.
Like he might get thought, dude. Then that was like probably the best shot. Like he bogeyed the hole, but to get it out of that
get it
bunker,
out of there.
he just hit everything. He hit the sand out, the ball out. He just crushed it.
Swung his dick off.
Yeah.
Did you see Corey Connors on Friday or Saturday? Or I think it was Saturday. He was leading, and he was in a bunker, pulled a 9-iron. Should have had more loft on it. It was getting kind of cocky. Dude, he drilled the lip so hard that the ball was embedded
In the
into the
grass.
side of the bunker.
Oh.
They had to dig it the fuck out. He had to take some crazy drop, and that was the beginning of the end for
He was
him.
done.
There was that. It's great. When something like that happens, even though there's a day and a half of golf over, you're like, this is it for him.
That's a killer.
That's a killer.
Well, that's why like that thing on Koepka, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah,
he might
shit
be-
like that,
He
usually
might be
they should
screwed,
bury
and
him.
he just muscled it out of there.
But there wasn't too many people on his ass either.
He did get a little bit lucky because he started later on the rain day, and he actually got more like dry hours than Scotty Scheffler got stretched.
Screwed.
Yeah.
Old Scotty, his feet move a lot. Like
Yeah.
when he's swinging, and it was soaking wet, and you could like hear it on camera. It was like,
Yeah.
like his feet moving.
But
Did you have Brooks to win any? Like, did you hit any golf
I
bets?
didn't hit shit. I had DJ, and I had Cam Smith that didn't fucking win shit. Michael Block's story was awesome.
Yeah.
The PGA Tour professional or PGA, he's a golf coach,
Right.
and but I never really understood how that works. Like those pros, like they can just qualify for shit, right?
I guess you go to Q school, but then you play in some tournaments.
Yeah, so he's made 30. He's played in 6 PGA events so far this year, or some type of maybe they're not even PGA events. Some type of professional golf events this year. He's made $3,800. He finished within the top 15 at the PGA. He won $288,000.
Wow.
He was giving golf lessons for $150 a pop.
Yeah.
Talk
And
about
he's
a swing.
exempt. He gets to play next year, right?
Yeah,
and he gets to play the Masters.
He qualified for next year. Qualified for a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And now he's getting then he hit a hole in one on Sunday.
That he he should have birdied the hole. I thought he was like struggling. And he missed a putt and he was all pissed. He like slam dunked it.
He slammed. You couldn't even see it go in.
Yeah.
He literally slam dunked it. And he got to play with Rory McIlroy and hits a hole in one with Rory. And then he got up and down on 18, which was like a $80,000 swing when he hit that putt. Just an insane story. It was awesome to see.
So you hit a hole in one?
He hit a
Yeah.
hole in one on Sunday.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. And then like that to stay in the top 15 where you get exempt for all kinds of shit. He
Yeah,
did
that hole in one made him so much money.
The hole in one and then up and down on
Then
18
up and down,
was huge.
Do you think, because you know a lot more about golf than I, will the sponsors roll in on him?
Yeah, so I don't know about the sponsors, but like the tournaments are rolling in because it's a hot story. So he got invited to the RBC Canadian Open in a couple of weeks. He's playing it. I think it's Heritage this week, or I don't know. I forget the name. He's Charles Schwab or whatever this week. So he's getting invited to all these tournaments, which in turn you could fucking win way more money.
Yeah.
So my man is he's riding high,
living the dream.
Dude.
The first day they told him, he was like, he brought up John Rahm and like how he looks up to him or some shit like that. And they're like, well, dude, you're up six strokes on John Rahm. And he just started crying.
I did.
Yeah, he's like, oh my God. Which is like, it's insane. You're a pro and like you've been fucking grinding your whole entire life, and now you're just thrusted into this dream scenario, and you're playing unbelievable.
Right.
Hitting hole ones, getting up and downs. Like,
it was like Rory, you're probably just like,
yeah, when they told me he was playing with, they were like, yeah, you're going, you're paired with Rory tomorrow. He's like, I'm what?
Yeah.
You're playing with Rory tomorrow. He's like, playing with Rory tomorrow? Like, it was just like, because he was playing with Justin Rose on Saturday, and the next thing you know,
he climbed the ladder.
Yeah, now you're with Rory. It's like, dude, that's wild. Good for him. It was a good story. It was a good event. It was tough. I like when the course fights back a little bit. You know what I mean?
People struggle.
When the course gets some wins.
I seen this one dude try to hit a wood out of the rough, and it just went about
7 feet to the right.
Yeah, I'm like, I know that shot.
I did that 3 times on Sunday.
Right.
Oh man, my golf game, dude. I got my back's been messing me with a little bit. I don't know what I'm gonna do, Johnny. I gotta get some treatment.
Stretch that out.
I've been trying to stretch. I've been trying. Maybe break out the old cold plunge again. Fire that thing up. So that thing's still full of water. And the water's in good shape.
Is
like,
it?
It's fine because it's been covered.
Okay.
So it's been all right. But like it's very heavy. And my back's been like messed up. So I was like, I'm not dumping this thing out.
Where is it at? In your garage?
It's in my coal cellar.
Okay.
So in the garage, in like pretty much a coal cellar. You know what I mean? And it
spiders in there?
Yeah, there's spiders, of course.
Dude, can I tell you a secret how to get the water out, bro? Get a hose, put it in there, take it outside.
Suck on the hose.
Suck on the hose.
Cipher it.
Siphon. I couldn't think of the word, but do
Siphon,
that.
yeah.
Siphon. So, I said siphon. Yeah, we'll get a word together.
I mean, we knew what it meant.
Yeah.
You know, we were all on the same page.
We were on the right.
That works.
Yeah, that's how we used to. When I was a kid, like my dad would make wine, and you'd have it on like, in a jug on the thing. You would siphon it in the bottles. So you'd sit there and then fill the bottle, put your thumb on it. As long as
nice way to fill up your gas tank as well.
Well, but you don't want to take a mouthful of fucking petroleum. You know what I mean?
I seen a guy do that on a diesel tank.
You'll die.
We were working.
I can't imagine a human body can handle too much diesel.
Yeah,
we were working at a place, and they had abandoned several tanks of diesel. The company I was working for, we had a ton of Bobcats and shit like that, and some of it they weren't. They were like, we'll put dirty diesel in these generators. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like, but the dude like
that was farm diesel, off-road diesel.
He got it, and it went in his more. I'm like, oh.
They sell things where you just like hand pump it, and it like primes the pump. It creates suction instead of you putting it on your mouth.
Yeah,
you know?
but like sucking it where you gotta
That's
do
where
some
it's
shit.
at.
You gotta do it old school.
Right, but so if you have a clear hose, you could see it coming and take your mouth off. Like these dudes were doing it probably with like
with
a
a green
rubber hose.
It was a green garden.
They didn't know until it was in their throat.
Yeah. You're like, it's a split second. But that's, or just dump it out. Take buckets out.
We had a guy not get his wife anything for Mother's Day here. I'm going to read this real quick. I did not buy or get anything for my wife on Mother's Day, and let me explain why. My wife and her friend planned a trip to the beach for 4 days, which fell on Mother's Day. So I thought to myself that since I'm watching the kids while she's gone, that would count as a gift since she wouldn't be here to celebrate that day and would get home later that night on Mother's Day. She gets home and realizes I didn't do anything for her, and later tells me she's upset and the message received loud and clear. I tried to explain my reasoning. She thought processed, but didn't agree. This dude can't write or I can't read. I don't know what's going on here. Meanwhile, so this dude, his wife's going away for 4 days.
Did he pay for it?
Probably.
That's what I said.
That's a gift.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So
That's
let
the
me
gift.
so the internet's saying watching your own kids isn't a gift.
Paying for a
Yeah,
vacation.
sending you on a trip is though.
I have
Did he
to
get her a card and flowers?
No, he didn't get her dog
He
dick.
probably should have got the card.
Yeah.
I think you got to get a card.
You don't
Yeah.
even have to get a card from you. You got to get a card that has your kids' names on it. And
Well, you
that's,
give them the wife. Oh, you're so great.
Well, yeah, you
get
gotta
that.
get 2 cards.
Maybe get a
then.
flower. But dude, if you paid for her to go away for 4 days, you took care of the kid. That's a big deal. Get the card. Game over.
Yeah, if you just got a card of flowers there, you're
That's
out
it.
of it.
Do you get a card on Father's Day?
Yes.
Do you? I don't get shit on Father's
They
Day.
don't get you a card.
My kids fucking make
They
me
make you
cards.
some
Rosa
fucked
doesn't
up,
go get you a
Rosa's
card.
like-
fucked up construction paper.
Wait, Rosa don't go. You're telling me that your wife don't go out and into like a Rite Aid, pay $2.99 to get you a Father's Day card?
No, she'll
you don't get like a GC or anything?
She'll give me like no. She'll give me like we'll have it like a dessert or something.
She don't get you the "You're the best father ever"
no.
card.
In Rosa's
no
defense,
Father's Day mug?
I don't go out of my way crazy shit on fucking.
You don't get her
Mother's
a
Day.
card?
I get her a card.
You get a flowers?
sometimes.
Wait,
It depends.
wait a minute. Sometimes.
Wait.
This year was weird. I honestly.
Well, you
we
had the
didn't-
community.
Yeah, it was.
So
like,
you were in a similar situation as this guy. You had a lot of shit going on.
I mean, it wasn't like I sent her away. Like
So
it's
did-
just there was a lot of shit going on.
So you
know?
stiffed her this Mother's Day?
Well, I gave her one in a rain check.
IOU.
Yeah, I told her whatever you want to do, as long as it's
Yeah.
within my budget.
Here's check your Venmo. There's a 20 in there for you.
Dude,
Go get yourself a Cappuccino pizza
I got it.
on me.
So
Get half pepperoni.
Yeah.
a cousin of mine is like, "Hey Rosa, do you have Zell?" She was like, "Wait, Zell? Who's Zell?" She's like, "Zell from Oakland." Rosa's like, or the lady's like, "Who the fuck is Zell from Oakland?" And she's like,
Jesus
"I don't know. I thought
fucking-
you were talking about some old lady fucking died or something. What the fuck are you talking about?" She's like, "I was trying to send you money for the girls' communion if you had Zell." And Rosa thought it was an old lady from Oakland.
Wow, she's been watching way too much Lifetime.
Rosa, it's not meant for this time.
Me either,
No.
guys. We're old. We're
Yeah.
old souls, bro. I'm
Yeah.
not. I don't. Man, I was just bitching about these people want me to I gotta sign up to get paid and shit. Like, dude, why don't you just write me a check?
Sign this e-document.
It took me like 4
take
tries.
Take your little finger.
The DocuSign.
Dude, DocuSign is the one of the better inventions of our time. Fucking
Yeah,
two,
usually-
the simplest thing to operate.
Listen,
He was on a rant. I couldn't tell him. He wasn't going to hear nothing. I'm like, yeah, dude, just...
yeah, I mean, I got that part, but then now I gotta sign up through a fucking payment service. Like, dude, why? I'm gonna see you there, right? So just sign me a.
So he's
write
like,
me
I
a
want
check.
cash.
I mean, hey, my best friends call me Cash.
Oh yeah, man, DocuSign. I love DocuSign. But yeah, no, I get it. If you never used it before, people try to make you do fancy things.
Yeah, but dude, I just learned how to send a picture on an email 3 months ago.
I got a funny story about DocuSign. There's a comedian who books other people to do comedy shows in Pittsburgh. I've only done 2 with him. Probably never do another one with him again. But I literally got paid $25 for each show, and he made me DocuSign a thing.
That's insane.
Saying and I actually sent it to Will. Will read it over I mean, dude, it ain't really. But he's like, but by reading, he's like, you realize what he's saying is if someone would book see you at a show of his and book you, that he has the rights. That you can't go do their show.
He thinks you're his man. He's his manager. Your manager.
No,
or
but
something.
they do that so if someone comes in, they kill it. People are like, "I'd love to have you back next time." It's not him. You can't. So you're like,
Did you
"Fuck."
sign it?
Yeah, and then the one was I swear to God, the one was for 3 people, and I swear I'd say 2 of them smoked crack. It was like a recovery place where no one was recovering, and it was the other one was a fucking library where there was literally 11 people, and 7 of them probably died since then.
I can't believe it.
So he's
dude.
not pumping out too many shows then.
Well, not quality. I mean, it's just. I mean, he's getting some gigs, but he's like, I did it, but never asked me to do a good one, and then he has a big no swearing policy and all this shit.
That sounds like the worst comedian
Yeah,
ever.
he sounds
He
terrible.
probably owns this podcast somehow now.
He signed his life
Yeah.
away to the worst promoter ever.
Just do me a favor, buddy. You get a DocuSign, just send it my way. We'll take a look at it
Now
together.
we'll look at it. We'll look at it. Because I was like, Will, I
Let's
don't want
see
to
that.
sign it. It was like all he's saying is if you get booked off that show that you're on,
Did you have to sign it to get paid?
No, well, I had to sign it to do the show.
Oh.
And then to do the show, then I got I got a sweet check for $25. I'm like, you don't even have $25.
That's what I mean. Like,
Seabird doesn't realize he has a no compete clause now.
Yeah, right. All right, let's get in some voicemails.
What's up, boys? Kenny. Jack, congrats. Good for you, buddy.
Thank you.
So I think cell phones need to have like some type of recovery. Like if your app gets deleted, they recently deleted apps or something. My kid got my cell phone, walked across the living room. The phone was locked, by the way. I had Face ID to open it, order code. Walked across the fucking living room, had the phone unlocked, and 3 apps were deleted. One of them was like my text message app, and I didn't even know you could delete that one. But it took a while to figure out what 3 apps were deleted because you don't know right away if you don't use them all right away. There's no like setting to figure out it. You could go into purchase apps and you can guess and see what's not on the screen, but it took a while to fucking figure out what 3 apps were there. They need to have like a fucking recently deleted apps setting. So give Apple a call if you guys know anything.
All right.
you gotta say congratulations.
Congratulations to Kenny. He just had a daughter.
Yeah,
Did he?
congratulations, Kenny.
Congratulations,
Ken.
brother.
Thank you very much. I'm
Penis is
very
working
excited.
overtime.
Yeah.
It's working.
He got like 3
Overtime.
kids under 3, dude. He's putting in work.
God bless.
He's
Very
he's
potent.
fucking like a champ.
Yeah, but he's jerking off in the sink all the time, too.
He probably got some
Kenny
sick
got
baby.
loads for days.
Yeah.
Days, guys.
I'd like to know what's in his diet.
He's
His semen is strong.
He probably eats a bunch of oats.
And bananas.
Hey, fellas, Jason Outbanks here. Got a gear grinder. I got a buddy of mine. He got a dog, and what's the dog's name? Turns out it's the name of one of my kids. Like she's a few years old, and I'm like, okay, that seems a little fucked up. Like that's my kid's name, not an animal name. I don't know. Like maybe like somebody I don't know or like an acquaintance. But one of my good boys, I don't know. Seems like a fucked up thing to do. I don't know. Just wanted your guys' take on that. Fucked up or okay?
Yeah, you can't do that.
No.
I got no way. I got to know the name. I not that the name really mattered, but like, there's no way that if it's your
I would like to know the name.
Yeah, if it's
If your
like,
dog's name is Fido.
yeah, if your kid's name's Grover,
Right.
yeah, right.
then you're asking for it.
But like, say like if I
But
was
if
like,
it's Jimmy,
Right. here's my dog, Josie. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
no.
If
this
Seabird
is-
named his dog Josie, I'm like, dude.
yeah, but
Josie Greer.
I'd have like 2 dogs, but like, yeah, this is Gemma and Javina. And then Shuley be like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, I forgot that was your kids' names.
do you think it's weirder to name the name like steal like a name for a dog or like steal a name for like a kid? So like if I was like to have a girl and I was like, we're naming her Josie, like I think that would be weird, don't you?
Yeah, definitely depends on how close you are to the person. But yeah, like, dude, you can't do that.
Yeah, it's right here.
Or no, you know what? In my family, this one time, these 2 like sister-in-laws, one was like, "Oh, you know what? This is the name I want to have," and then the other one was like, "Gotcha." Had a kid first and
Beat her to it.
stole
Hey,
the fucking
girls will
name.
call names,
and it's like,
but you better have that
damn,
kid.
but
Better
all
have
the
a
names
kid.
out there, you had to take the one she told you she wanted.
But that's like you can't be sharing names with people. Like,
Yeah, keep one in your hat.
Because if you hear that, you're like, oh man, I really like that. And you're
That's
like,
an
dude,
awesome name.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm taking it.
It happened with me and Addie. Like there was a time, I don't want to get into an old story, but like we were like thinking of it, but it came up. We were like, I'm like, dude, if we had a boy, I'd love to name him Zane. That'd be fucking hard. Zane Zidell.
Double Z.
Her fucking, this goofball alcoholic that she used to work with fucking decided to name her kid Zane. I'm like, she told me that she was like, yeah, she was like, so-and-so's pregnant, blah, blah, blah. Then like later on, like she was like telling me, can you believe she fucking named her son Zane? I'm like, did you tell her that about her? She's like, yeah, and they were like saying what a great idea, because that's a cool idea, and then took the name.
Yeah.
No, we don't have any kids.
See, like people I kept my name under wrap, and anybody got out of me, I'm like, they knew that that was my name.
Yeah, it's your name, right? I
Called it.
Yeah.
like when me and Lainey like didn't know what we were having, and we were just like tossing names like everywhere. I'd be like, that's blah blah blah's kid's name, or like, that's blah, blah. And she'd be like, dude, we're they're never going to be around each other.
Right.
We really, but at the same time, that's I already know a kid named
They
that.
already got it, yeah.
Right. You can't do that.
Like in the 80s, everyone was named, there was a million Michaels. Yeah.
Michael's John's pretty popular.
John's-
Yeah,
Those
John.
are biblical
Two
names
Johns
there,
right
right
here,
there,
yeah.
boys.
Yep. and an eagle tits.
Yeah, Eric from the Mon Valley. First off, I want to say, Z-Bird, take your personal phone line off the Facebook page. Didn't mean to call you on Friday night. That's kind of bogus. But it was nice to hear a live voice for once. Just want to piggyback on your donut thing that you had going on. Mother's Day went to a local place here in the valley. I didn't feel like cooking. I got a dozen donuts and ordered a dozen pepperoni rolls. They come to like $60. And I was like, holy shit. I said, fuck it, because somebody else behind me wanted pepperoni rolls. And I ordered all 12 that they had. And I figured, well, fuck those people. So, hey, love the podcast. Take your number off of their Z-Bird. Unless you just want me to keep calling whenever I get through.
Did you pick up?
Yeah, so this is I had two things written down. I spilled this fucking Mountain Dew before the show, and it threw me off track. So one, he called me. It was Friday night, and he's like, I was like, hello. He's like, hey, what's going on? He's like, I got a gear grinder. I'm like, all right.
Did he think you were recording, or he's like,
I don't know.
He just thought we had a secretary?
Was he good? Was he good?
Like Eagle Pitch just mans the phone.
He was pretty. He seemed like pretty normal on the phone. Like after he realized, I was like, "Yo, dude," he said, "Oh, wait a minute, is this?" He's like, "Is this Zebra?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude." I'm like, he's like, "Wait a minute, like, how do I do the voicemail?" I'm like, I like told him about the link and everything like that. My number was up there for. Like,
That's not his fault.
My number's up there for the baseball
for comedy.
and for the comedy thing too. You know what I mean? And then yeah, it was funny as fuck.
You need an email address, bro.
Yeah, I got one. But hey, I don't mind getting a call once in a while. But something else I forgot to bring up, dude. Last week, Jack said it was National Podcast Week. So like, one of the people like loves our podcast, Nikki, down at Piper's Pub, Just Good Donuts. She loves the podcast. Super cool person. They made a Greenfield Finest podcast donut.
Did they?
For us last week. I posted it. Yeah, it was
green sprinkles.
Yeah, I went on a Saturday. They have a thing called a Yin's cream, and then they like named it Greenfield Finest podcast cream for that day. And put green sprinkle. I was like, that's so fucking awesome. I took a picture of the donut, and she came out and like gave me a hug, and she was like, "Happy National Podcast Week." And I started dying. She's like, what's so funny? I'm like, Jack just made that up. And she was like, that actually makes it better. You know what I mean?
That's probably got to be a thing. You know what I mean?
They have a day for everything.
Yeah.
Man, I miss the Pipers is legit, dude.
Yeah.
Their food, man. That's one thing I
The
miss about
meat
living
pies.
in the South. So, yeah, everything they got down there is pretty good. And they got a fire breakfast, too.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Helen, live from South Hills. Love the podcast. Love your podcast. It was introduced to me from a dark-haired, handsome, #1 fan of yours. It's great. Keep America laughing. Bye.
Might have been the best call we ever got.
Thanks, Helen.
Thanks, Helen. You sound Helen seemed pretty excited. You know what I mean? I'd maybe take it down the Adderall a little bit.
Helen switched to decaf.
Helen fired that voicemail out like she was Sally Wiggin. Like
I'm here live
from the South Hills.
I met a handsome guy, and he told me about
Dude,
the
wonder who's running around the South Hills telling Helen to listen to Greenfield's Finest podcast.
Obviously, he's tall and handsome.
Yeah, I thought you was talking about me for a second.
It is Saturday, May 20th.
Jesus
There
Christ.
has not been one thing put on the Patreon since May 7th.
We said the Patreon was a fucking donation. How about the podcast?
Yeah, so here, I'll
What do you want to dance for us? We're dancing monkeys all fucking week long. One day ain't enough. Jesus Christ.
So like, here's the thing with the Patreon. Like recently, like things have come up, and we've not had a lot of free time. I'm not going to get into them right now.
Zero free time.
So like we've all been super busy. I try my best to like upload something that I understand what you're saying, but I've thought I was very trained. I appreciate your support on Patreon. I hope you keep continuing to support. But like when I did first start that, I wanted to be transparent. It's going to take a while to get used to using Patreon all the time, and it was really just an avenue to help us out financially with the podcast to cover the costs. It costs a lot of money to make an episode every week. This equipment costs a lot of money that we have to like do. Like everything costs a lot of money, and Patreon, the people on there, you guys
We'll be skipping on it this
really
week.
help it.
Z-Bird's going to be doing
Yeah,
round
we're gonna
offs.
skipping videos. Yeah,
there's gonna be tons of videos.
More to
up,
come.
but we don't want
Eagle
people.
Tits is gonna be buttering his titties up.
Yeah, we just wanted everyone to know. Thank you so much for like the people that do subscribe to the Patreon and pay the $3 or $5, whatever you pay.
I like how like we good cop bad cop this situation.
Yeah.
I snap out and Zebra's like, well, okay.
Keep the Finsky coming.
Yeah. But yeah,
we do appreciate it.
we do
Get off our fucking backs.
Waterboy. A long time ago, you had what would Greenfield do?
Shit.
Would you rather
people's
fight
in
a
his
horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? And this is the argument going on.
Oh, so that makes sense.
1 point of attack. I
So,
heard that.
Yeah, that's fucking actually funny. Waterboy had drank 3 Mickey 40s. Holy fuck. But that's pretty funny. They're arguing about what would Greenfield do in the background, and they were that you could tell that was an intense argument.
That wasn't lighthearted at all.
No. That's funny. That actually it's funny. So I was thinking in my head like, dude, go in another fucking room. But that makes sense.
I did talk to Waterboy on the phone this weekend too.
Dude, you just talking to everybody.
You guys worried about the Patreon. You want to talk to Z-Bird, just give him a call.
Yeah. Listen, now if you subscribe to the Patreon, that gets you 1 free call a week to Z-Bird personally. He'll pick up and talk to you for as long as you want.
But you got to buy $5 worth of cards.
Yeah, but dude, the funny thing is like the end result of that is like I'm doing a 1-man comedy show for fucking Waterboy at his house in like a month.
Hey, it shows the show.
Yeah, he was like, would you come out and like do like an appearance? And I'm like, yeah.
Is this gonna be you and the Waterboy?
Well, no, he's having like a party. He's like, I'm like, you want me to like tell jokes, right? Well, yeah, if you feel like it. I'm like, well, what the fuck would I just come out there and do that? Well, yeah, tell some jokes. And we like, we came together on it. I'll be going out Waterboys for a 1-man comedy show in about a month. I swear.
We might have to bring somebody to film that.
Yeah.
That's some Patreon shit there.
Yeah.
Like your live show at Waterboys.
Yeah. He said he's expecting a big crowd, so it'd be at least 7 or 8 people there. Oh man!
Oh fuck!
Well, all right, everybody. I think we're gonna take a quick. That's it, right, Larry? Yeah. I think we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We come back. We're gonna have more of that Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Z-Bird from Greenfield's Finest Podcast. If you're in the real estate market right now, if you're buying, selling, looking for someone to be a property manager, I know just the people. Carlson & Associates, located in the heart of Pittsburgh, Southside. Carlson & Associates, not just known in the Southside, they're known all over the Pittsburgh area, and they're great at commercial and residential, and they've got you covered. Call 412-431-1718 or visit their website at casouthside.com. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in the light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Z-Bird from Greenfield's Finest Podcast. If you're looking to go out this week, if you're a guy or a girl and you're looking for something to do and you and your friends want to go out, why don't you check out 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street. Not only do they got some of the best drinks in the world, they got over 100 craft beers, and they absolutely have some of the best food in all of Southside. So check out 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street if you want to go out and you want to have some good food and you want to fuck. I don't know about you, but shit's always breaking around my house, whether it's my washer, whether it's my dryer, whether it's my stove, whether it's my fridge. Something's always breaking. I used to have a handyman, but you can't rely on anyone nowadays until I find Primetime Appliance. 412-896-1395. They fix TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, and everything more. These are the guys that call, and they get the job done right. That's Primetime Appliance. 412-896-1395. And tell them you heard it on Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hey, what's up, everybody? You looking for a fun night out in the South Side, but you don't want to get punched in your face? Neither do I. That's why I'm going down Finn McCool's at 1501 East Carson Street. You want to go somewhere, have a beer, hang out with some people, see some hot chicks or some hot dudes, but you don't want to get punched in your fucking face? Well, go down to Finn McCool's at 1501 East Carson Street. Have a good time and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield Podcast. We're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. This first one, Moneyline, who be Corn Dicking?
I'll tell you be corn dicking. Did you see that video I sent you?
Yeah.
So the video, a lady owns a duck, full-size duck. It was a white duck, and it's important to the story. So she brings her white duck down to a pond where there's other wild ducks. There's white ducks in the pond. There's also brown ducks in the pond. They're, like, getting along okay, but, like, you know, they're kind of like, they're sticking to their own. Fucking, the lady brings her duck down in a stroller. Brings her duck out, lets the duck off the leash.
Yeah.
The duck sees water and other white ducks, wants to go out and hang out with the white duck. Takes off into the water, like, oh, my God. Like, what did you think the duck was going to do? So now the duck is in this wild pond with a bunch of other ducks. He ain't supposed to be in there. And I guess ducks are rapers. So, like,
is this like a jailhouse fucking pond or whatever?
Dude, I like found out like the rabbit hole of like how ducks get down, and like they get down.
They just take it.
They take
They
it.
don't ask.
No doesn't mean no in Duckville.
So like this duck goes in there. And, like, the white ducks swim. They want nothing to do with this random new white duck. The white ducks get out of there. The brown duck grabs this fucking duck and just starts drowning it, dude. And I'm, oh, my God, it's going to kill that duck. But it's also, like, trying to fuck, too. This lady, like, it's not that far out in, like, the pond. This lady just watches her duck get raped and fucking, like, almost, I don't know if it, like, died or not because the video cut out. If I was to say that duck's dead, toast. And like there was a point where the duck's trying to get away and was like close enough, but she was just like, oh my God, somebody help. Like, dude, that's your fucking duck.
Yeah.
You gotta get out there and get your fucking duck.
You protect that duck.
Yeah,
What's that other duck gonna do to you?
Fuck those ducks.
Puck ya,
yeah,
peck ya.
grab by its fucking neck
Yeah.
and roast it.
Right, but you're bringing a domesticated duck out into
Dude, I get it. She's an idiot.
Yeah,
Right.
She's
Like,
the one fucking.
That's
what
brought
you
a
get.
suburb duck into the city.
But you go
Can't
get
do
them.
it.
Yeah, you go into 4 feet of water and you get them.
You gotta go get
You
your fucking
grab
duck.
that
It's your
fucking
duck.
duck.
You raised it since a duckling.
Yeah,
You're
now
gonna
you're
watch
just,
it get
you know, just
killed?
let it get drowned and raped.
Drown and rape. They
It ain't a good way to go.
had to make an omelet to abort that fucking duckling.
Yeah, and she's like, oh my God, somebody help. Like, no one's gonna help. That's your duck. You gotta go get the fucking duck. I'm not even a duck guy. Like,
There's no duck lifeguards.
If I was a bystander, I don't think I would have let that duck just get like raped and like murdered.
Would you have jumped in?
I don't know. I like to say I probably would
What
have.
shoes-
It was like
what
sad to
shoes am I
see.
wearing?
The fucking duck was like trying to get out of there, and they were kind of ganging
So
up
how
on
did they
him.
get it? You like grab it
Dude,
by the
they
neck.
They grab the back of his neck and they stand on the fucking back, and like the duck just starts going under, and then they,
He was like,
you know,
So wait, it was it was a duck gangbang. Like there was other ducks involved.
it was mostly like just one bully duck, but like you know, if it was like squirming a little bit, the other duck would just throw a little. You know,
A wing at him.
Yeah, it wasn't good, and this lady's just watching. And we're talking about feet.
I'm
like
disturbed
from me
now.
to this table, and this lady just watching her duck get raped and
oh, you
killed.
gotta go punch the other duck. Too.
I would have
Yeah.
ran and pushed her in the water.
Yeah,
That would have been the move.
yeah. Yeah, all you do is you throw a rock. Ducks are easy to scare.
Yeah.
You know, chuck that fucking
I don't
stroller
know,
you got in
not
there.
when they're in the middle of a gang rape.
Take
Yeah.
a fucking piece of bread. They ain't nothing. You know.
They go crazy for bread.
Yeah, they love a good piece of bread. Say
They can't get enough of it.
it's like a rape whistle for ducks. You know what I mean? Just throw that fucking bread in there.
She was just so dumb, and it wasn't like they were trying to feel each other out. That duck got in there, and it was on like
He said,
immediately.
you ain't from around here, are you?
Yeah. Like, you better go back out to
You
Cranberry.
sure do got a pretty beak on you.
Pussy pink duck butt brown.
Booty
What?
hole-
Why
booty hole
did you hit me up this weekend asking about that song?
No, someone did.
Who hit us up asking?
I can't remember. Someone was like, "What's the name of that song?"
Oh, it was, yeah, I know who it was.
It was like, my
Andy.
booty-
Yeah,
booty
he was
hole
like,
pink.
"Who sings that song? My pussy pink, my booty hole brown." I'm like, I don't know if it's a real song.
It
Dude.
is, I thought it is.
Yeah, it is. But I tried to find
Ice Spice.
No, it wasn't Ice Spice.
Yeah.
It was like something that I never heard of. It took me a while to find who it was. I eventually did, but I don't know what Andy was getting into this weekend jamming out to that.
And he was just there, my booty hole brown, getting his root greased.
I was just with him talking about like how we don't use government names anymore too.
Oh fuck!
I sent a text message like that.
Andy's a pretty common name. They don't know.
Yeah, it could be a million of them. We had a guy at it looked like a Walmart. It wasn't like a. He got his foot ran over by a shopping cart by a way older lady, and he was being such a crybaby bitch about it. And like the other shoppers had to step in and like scold the fuck out of him. He was like screaming at this old person who accidentally ran up the back of his foot. And he was just being such a bitch about it. And it wasn't a Costco cart where they're like running over, like, where they're huge. It was a regular shopping cart. He had a little nick on him. He had a sock off. He's like, "What are you doing? You moved my foot, blah, blah, blah."
How old was this guy?
He was probably 52.
Oh, he was that old.
The guy that got hit was probably
And
like
he
50.
cried like a baby.
He cried like a bitch. It was insane.
I thought it'd be like a young guy
Yeah,
and
like
an
a 20
older
yeah.
woman.
Like
No.
a whole diesel dude. Like, oh my god.
No, it was just like, I don't know if it was an older guy or older girl, but
How old's the lady? Like 80, 70?
looked very old. The guy, someone actually had to step in and scream at the guy, so you really even like get to see
Right.
like the
Good for them.
Yeah, he's like, dude, he's like, shut the shit happens, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you're 52 years old, dude. Grow
You should
up.
know shit
Yeah,
happens. Like
grow up, cuz.
sometimes you might get. Don't get me wrong, a shopping cart to the back of the leg.
Yeah.
It's gonna take some skin off.
Guess what? Sometimes life sucks.
Yeah, most of the time.
And you gotta
Right.
keep on
The old
trucking.
lady,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to let that one
You
slide.
gotta
She
eat-
didn't
there's-
need to.
There's some shit you gotta
She's
eat
probably
up.
using it as a walker.
Right now, if
Yeah.
it was somebody else and it was like malicious, you're like, all right, dude, relax.
She's not making it to the end of the summer, dude. She's doing her last grocery shopping spree ever.
She's not buying green bananas.
Yeah, she's like, I just gonna get a couple cans of kidney beans to hold me over till Friday.
Yeah.
And I'm out of here.
Yeah, she was
Get
like,
some fiber going.
someone just raped my daughter's doc. I'm not gonna live for it.
That video really, that was a disturbing video.
What, the duck or the guy with the fucking ankle?
No, the doc, the ankle guy, he was just being a bitch. But the doc, like, dude, it was like, man, this ain't not safe for work. We had a Lincoln County police apology. I'm not sure where Lincoln County is, but they had to issue a public apology. So there's a picture. They were at some restaurant, and there's a picture of this sausage on a plate, and it looks like a giant turd. So they issue apology. LCPD would like to apologize to Brenda's Brunch Palace for the accusations this morning made by our department. 2 patrolmen and a sergeant ate breakfast at Brenda's Brunch today and accused the waitress of serving them raccoon feces. The officer each made Facebook posts about it, criticizing the establishment. The suspected feces was analyzed at our lab and determined to be sausage.
Oh.
We apologize for any defamation we have made.
That made it worse.
Way worse.
Would you
This
ever eat
viral
that
stuff.
sausage?
Wait,
That,
no.
I mean, that is crazy looking.
Let
Do you
me see
think
it.
they
That
really...
that ain't coon poop. That's a fucking
Human turd.
Yeah,
that looks like
Let me
Bobcat.
see.
that's a Metamucil
Boy,
shit.
that is Bobcat scat I
That
ever
looks
seen.
like shit.
That looks like a Metamucil shit.
That looks like if Eagle Tits just dropped a steamer right now in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, that looks like Eagle Tit steamer.
Yep.
It's all crunchy and well done.
Yeah.
This is how Eagle
You
Tit
could tap
drops
a
them.
nail in with
He's
that thing.
crunchy, not creamy. Eagle eats a lot of trail mix.
He's a granola guy.
Yeah.
But the fact that they put this in a bag and went like, "Hey man, is this sausage?"
Maybe
or
they
shit?
really thought it was shit.
I mean, it looks like shit.
You think they really did the
They're probably
fucking-
paranoid. Some police officers
It's
probably
like
paranoid.
Super Troopers. Does that look like spit to you? Yep. Fuck it. He just bites the burger.
Yeah, I want a liter of cola.
Yeah, 1 liter of cola.
But the best is how they call out, like, it was not raccoon feces at Brenda's. They named the establishment.
Brenda's Brunch Palace.
No one will ever fucking go
Yeah,
there.
Brenda's
On
fucked.
Route
Yeah.
26.
If I'm Brenda, I'm definitely suing the Lincoln Police Department
Oh, you have to.
because she's in a bad spot
I
now.
think they call it defamation.
She started GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Use the money to get some sausages. Those look like shit.
Yeah.
Or a Patreon, just jam up her root.
Wait, what do you want to do? You want her to put that sausage in a root?
Yeah.
All right.
Brenda make some extra cash.
$3 a month. Start them off at the low tier, and then like for higher tiers, you would stick weirder shit in your root.
Start out with a rabbit turd.
Yeah, like then start sticking ducks up your root.
What's the weirdest thing you probably put up your root, do you think?
I got boofed.
Yeah, sure did. How many of those T-shirts we sell?
21.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I swear to God.
We sold 20. What did they say? I'd rather be boofing shirts.
Yeah,
It's a pretty catchy slogan.
Combined with coffee mugs and everything else. Yeah. 21 items.
Oh my.
But some of the sales could have been the GF. But I know I got a picture. Someone sent me a picture of their "I'd rather be boofing" shirt.
I could guess
I
who
got
that
one.
is.
Yeah, it's Waterboy. But I mean, he's
Wait,
like,
so you ordered one?
yeah, of course I did.
You gonna wear it on stage?
Yeah, I'm gonna go try to pick it up tomorrow or Thursday. But like, yeah, he said Waterboy's exact text was, "Look at Beavis in his new shirt."
Who's Beavis?
His buddy.
His buddy. You know Beavis, the dude he always hangs with.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He called in one time. It was a little inappropriate.
Oh, yeah. I remember
Look,
Beavis.
here's
huh?
He said Beavis got his shirt. Hold on. Look, Beavis got his shirt, and then here's old Beavis. So Beavis is walking around the neighborhood in an "I'd rather be boofing" shirt.
Nice looking shirt.
Yep.
That color brings his eyes out.
Yeah, it brings his non-existing pupils out. I think Beavis likes Percocet.
He just fucked Beavis right there.
I'll be making a public apology next year.
Oh, fuck. Sarah Comrie is a nurse that started the GoFundMe. So this is the chick. I'm sure everybody's seen this video. She was trying to take that city bike off those two black dudes, and she got in an argument with them. So these two dudes, or the one dude had a city bike. It was already connected to his app. He already paid for it. She just tried to like take it off me. He's like, "What are you doing? Like, this is mine. This is mine. It's connected." She started screaming, "Help me! Help me!" Like they were attacking her. People come over like, "Hey, like, what's going on, man? Give her a bike." And they're like, the dude was like, "Dude, this is my bike. She's trying to jack it." She was some nurse that fucking definitely has a job in scrubs who just thought like she could do what she wants and take her shit. Because you know, like when you order,
Did I read the article wrong that said that she paid for the bike?
No, yeah, he paid for the bike.
See, I read the article that said that was misinformation. She actually paid for the bike. Now they're suing everybody for defamation.
I didn't see that part.
Everybody.
So who's suing who? What do you mean?
She has lawyers.
I know. Why
suing everybody who said that story was her fault. So Jack, you might want to retract.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
This is all allegedly, just like everything.
Everything's allegedly,
Yeah,
but allegedly, I heard. Allegedly, I heard she's the one who actually paid for the bike, and that was all bullshit.
So it was
now she's
bullshit.
suing like news stations. That one lawyer,
She's
who put
suing
it on Twitter.
everybody.
Everybody could get
is
it.
catching it. Yep.
Well, I seen she got a GoFundMe. She raised $110,000
Yeah.
So you
to
think
do
of
some
that?
suing.
So if
She's suing. Yeah.
that makes sense now. If she
Her
raised
lo- yeah.
$110,000.
Yeah.
She got fired.
Did she?
She got fired from her job, and they found out she was the one who actually paid for the bike, and now lawsuits are en route.
How long does that
she's
take?
gonna clean up.
Yeah.
And it's all on your
She
your
got
phone.
fired.
That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
that's
How
so
long does that
easy to
fucking
track.
take?
She
Let
got
me see
fired.
your phone,
Yeah.
you know?
So if they had the video of it,
Yeah,
made
well,
her-
how did they fucking
She-
fire?
they're
Why
like-
didn't she be like, dude, look?
Well, no, she probably did, but the thing is, people are it's
They
society.
were calling her a Karen.
The-
The video went viral. She got fired, and then it turned out she proved it. She paid for it. Now
The court of public opinion got her.
People are not as enthusiastic to come out with the retractions. It's a way better story.
I must
Clickbait.
have gone to it a little bit later after you because I seen the video.
Yeah.
and then thereafter was like the
Yeah, because I actually I forgot to put this on last week's episode, so I
Yeah.
like seen it when it first came out,
Yeah.
and then I just remembered it and I just threw it on because
Yeah.
I forgot about it last week. Oh, that's a big ripple in this story, huh?
yeah right that she actually
There
paid
was-
for the
I
bike,
mean,
and these
yeah,
guys were
she-
trying to bully her out of it.
Yeah, because she was getting torched online, and like it was.
Well, she's gonna get her. She's gonna make a little bit of money off of
Man,
that.
she's to sue a hospital. That's fucking big loot.
Hospital.
All the fucking
Hospital,
outlets.
a couple
News
big
stations.
news outlets.
stations.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, you guys, people should probably fact check stories before they rub somebody through the mud, but
Yep.
that would take a little too long.
It's a lot of reading.
Story's
John.
gone.
Yeah, a
Story's
lot
gone
of
by
reading.
then.
Who
Yeah.
That
reads
took an
anything
extra
more than the
four-
headline?
That literally took an extra 2 minutes.
Yep.
Thank God I saved up from a lawsuit. That Patreon would get cleared out.
We'd be toast.
I'm on that class action lawsuit with her.
Taylor Swift fans are selling rainwater from her concert at Gillette. So Taylor Swift had a major concert in the pouring rain. People were jarring up the rainwater, and now they're selling it on the internet for $250. Have you seen these Taylor Swift concerts? There's so many people. There's like 20,000 people outside in the parking lot just listening. Like not even going in, just like going to like listen to her
Like tailgating almost.
Like tailgating, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, like
Swifties.
That's a group we want no smoke with. Pro Swifty podcast here.
That's a lot of people.
I'd love to take my kids to see Swifty, but
That's what I was about to ask. Are they Swifties?
they're
starting
they love
to get
Taylor
there.
Swift.
I'm surprised you didn't
Is
she coming to Pittsburgh? I'm sure she is. She's
I
going
think she already
everywhere.
came.
Oh,
Did she already
really?
go?
I don't think.
No, man, she's coming really soon.
Yeah.
But dude, like
Them
them
tickets
tickets
are
are outrageous.
Yeah, they're just young enough, like really not to know about like
They-
concerts
yeah.
yet.
They went to the Bieber concert, but like they're young to the point where like they kind of just like
A little overwhelming still.
a lot going on at them
There's
concerts.
there's older kids there. People are smoking drugs, drinking
Yeah.
beers.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Swifties, but
Bunch of old perverts.
Dude, those Swifties, they do drugs allegedly.
yeah.
Do they? Eagle tits? Aren't you?
I can see Eagle Tits being a Swiftie.
He told me he was the one day. He was like, she ain't. I mean,
she
she's
got
cool.
she got jams.
I listened to one of the jams. It was on 92.9.
How'd it go?
Good. I had a nice ride from the garage to my house. I'm
He
like,
said,
"Yeah."
how'd it go? And he was like, good.
Yeah, I wanted you to sing a little bit.
But the Romeo and Juliet, my kids sing it song every day.
That wasn't the way. It was like a newer jam.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is kind of hitting. And
Yeah, we'll get you going a little bit.
when I go up to Munhole Gardens, I like switched it to Mark Madden.
Do you have your
know what I mean?
windows down? You want people to hear you?
Yeah. I had them up. I'm like sitting here like,
I was
That's
on my way here. I had All for One blasting, and then I realized it was blasting, and I was pulling up on people like I was going by Coupe de Ville, like turn it down. A little bit. Like I got a rep in these streets. I can't be like Jack Wells just drive windows down All for One and.
there was like, dude, fucking, I was back on 92.9 again after I was driving here. I was like, maybe they'll play Swifty again. But they, dude, I'm coming across the Veterans Bridge, and then fucking Phil Collins coming in here, and I comes on. That song gets me every
Tear
time.
up?
No, but it just makes me pop.
You gotta turn it
like
up,
one
though.
day I like think it like my fantasy is like to come out on stage, like down like the PPG arena. Like, I've been waiting for this moment all my life.
Dude, I was listening to a Joe Rogan episode with Jelly Roll, the country singer, and they start. Did you listen to
I'm
that?
a Jelly Roll fan now.
So am I. You listen to it obviously then?
I didn't. Yeah, the whole thing.
Did you listen to the part where they were talking about the kid from American Idol?
Dude.
I started crying in my car.
Dude, what a song!
Holy
Well,
fuck!
tell the story. I don't know.
So there's this Hawaiian kid on American Idol this year. He looks like a very Hawaiian kid. He doesn't play like the
Big dude.
ukulele. He's a huge kid.
Yeah.
He's probably about 15 years old. He plays a guitar, but it's a smaller one, but not like a ukulele.
Yeah.
So he looks very Hawaiian, voice of an angel. His dad like recently passed away, and he was singing this song about like him and
Did
his
he
dad.
wrote the song,
He
though,
wrote.
right?
I don't. Did he write the song?
I don't know if I think it's a cover song, but the way he
Yeah,
sung it,
I don't
yeah,
think
it's-
he-
yeah, it
I don't
came
think
from his
he-
heart,
I don't
for
think he
sure.
wrote it. Dude, it was. I literally had tears rolling down my face
Yeah, if you-
listening to Joe Rogan on like a Wednesday afternoon last week. I was like,
Rogan's crying.
Rogan's
Jelly Roll's crying.
Jelly Roll's crying. The fucking kid singing's like about to cry. You could hear it in his
Yeah,
voice.
yeah, his
now
voice is
I'm crying, and I'm like, dude, I was like, what the fuck,
You're
dude?
sitting there in traffic
Was the
on
kid
28.
was the kid on Joe Rogan with
No,
them?
they were
Yeah.
just
Watching
Jelly
the
Roll-
video.
Jelly Roll was like, I got to show you that.
Jelly Roll's going to be on that show.
Like
When is
this
it? When
week.
is that? Is that this week?
I think it's this week.
I watched The Voice looking for him. He's on America Got Talent. I think.
America Got Talent, that's
Yeah.
what it was. And he was like, dude, I got to show you this kid, because they were just talking about like live performance and shit.
Yeah.
Somehow this came up, and everybody started crying. It was insane.
I gotta pee piss. That's awesome.
No, the dude, yeah, he'll blow your mind. The kid sings.
Jelly
fucking-
Roll had like
Jelly
one
Roll
song
got
he
some-
was singing that was like deep
Yeah,
and like
you're
you're like, damn. A lot of pain in that voice, Jelly
Yep.
Roll.
Yeah,
Boy,
Jelly
I
Roll
see
does
them
a
pain
banger.
in that eyes.
But I'm like, damn, Rogan, what are you and Jelly Roll doing to me right now?
They're just
dude? Like,
smoking
this
weed,
is-
getting deep, listening to music.
Yeah, on mushrooms.
Yeah.
Brother in arms, TJ Watt fell in his pole while he was skimming it. Wasn't very athletic, old TJ, was it?
No. Thank God he didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
That was like
Thank God.
that. He very easily could have fucking.
If he did get hurt, there's no way he posted it. But
I think he would have to. Because like
No, he's gonna get hurt. And
he would have got
training
rid of
camp.
that footage like Hernandez got rid of his footage.
but people were like, "What do you like?" I don't know. I think like, "Here, dude, here it is." Like I was skimming my pole and I fell in.
Because
Yeah, man, maybe you hire a pool guy, big guy.
But if you are
cheap
skimming your
bastard.
pool,
Yeah, right.
I wonder if you're still like, do they have to pay you if you get hurt skimming your pool? That's why I think you get rid
I
of
mean,
it.
accidents happen. He
Yeah.
wasn't. If you're not riding, I'm
He
sure
definitely does. There's
sure
a motorcycle clause.
clause.
There's a not. Like
He
there's
probably
not a
got
skimming
Aflac
pole.
anyway.
Yeah,
Well,
skimming pole.
Yeah, they'll give you 900. He, I mean, that's how I fucked my knee up. We were on a boat, and I jumped off. Dino didn't know how to read a depth finder. He told me it was 6 feet. It was 6 inches.
Oh God!
And I jumped off, and my knee is still
Dude,
not right.
I know somebody.
I literally jumped in the
Dude,
river.
you're lucky you
I
didn't break
pu-
your leg.
I'm lucky I didn't dive,
Yeah.
which is insane. I didn't dive, but like I would have broke my neck if I would have dove. So I just like hopped off the side, landed all on my left. I popped like out of the water. That's how hard I hit it. And like
A moving boat?
no, we ran out of gas.
Oh, you just jumped out.
We ran out of gas.
Gee.
Me and Carmen were going to get fucking gas. We had to like
Swimming to go get gas.
swimming to go get gas. Dude, Dino tells me it's fucking. He's like, oh, it's like 6 foot. He didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah.
Burns' fucking depth finder was just broke because it was a
It
piece
said
of shit
6.
boat.
What's the
Yeah,
diff-
it said 6.
6 something.
Dude, it was about 6 inches of water. Wherever you can't tell, we were.
You didn't
far-
run out of gas. You
Dude.
hit a sandbar.
Oh,
Dude, I know a girl who did that.
this was 25 years ago.
and-
My knee is still fucked.
Dude, this chick jumped out, did
Not
the same
25
thing,
years
didn't know how
ago,
deep it was.
15.
Compound fracture, dude.
I bet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was brutal.
Oh.
So that easily could have happened to TJ.
Well,
Didn't. He made it.
he made it. Mark Badden's probably going nuts.
Old Colin Dunlap back on the radio. Anybody know?
I never listened.
I heard a
to Fame.
commercial with his voice on it, but I
He's,
Yeah,
he's
those are
tweeting a
tape.
little bit more these days.
Is he? Man, I need that.
With his jaw wired shut.
Yeah.
he shines like 50 now. He can't open
But
his
Kanye.
mouth.
That'd be great if he
Through the
came back on
wire.
the air and it just came like intro music was through the wire.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what happened, that's how you have to lean into it.
Yeah.
He's not cool enough to do that though.
No.
77-year-old lady gets married to herself because it's always something she always wanted to do. What a loser.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's a. I mean,
She,
can you imagine how much bean flicking she's done over the years? That bean is just rubbed off, dude.
How hard is it to find a husband? Figure it out.
You got,
Ugh.
yeah, dude.
There's a million assholes out there.
she
You
got
can
the
fuck-
internet,
callus.
lady.
Yeah, dude,
She
get
got
on,
a callus on her bean.
get on a hinge
Yeah.
and figure it the fuck out, Ethel.
She just crams anything in her crease, dude.
When I put this in there, I knew this was gonna go this way because it like wasn't much of a story. But I was like, we're just gonna fucking tear this old bitch apart.
There's fucking just mothballs falling out of her crease.
Nothing
Would you- I mean,
nothing like turning a nice story into this.
I just,
This poor old lady just lonely.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
of course she is. She got no, I mean, like, she don't have no fucking kids to talk her out of it. You know what I mean? Like, no, there's nothing wrong with you, mom, marrying yourself. That sounds like a great idea. So, yeah, all I do is sit at home and finger myself all day.
Come to my wedding.
Yeah, be like, oh, mom, I'm tired of watching you finger yourself.
What'd you get Ethel for a wedding present? Got her a vibrator.
Yeah.
Those fingers are toast.
Yeah, she's all arthritic.
Arthritic.
She nubs her crease.
Say I do.
Cramming
I
it up.
do.
Her index finger's like way smaller. It's like ET's.
It's like the small.
Her hands
My
are
hands
unless she
not
got out
strong
the bath.
enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
She rubs it on her rascal seat. She just gotta move back and forth.
like a Sibian.
Yeah, she just keeps running into the wall real slow. Like
She looked like a freak.
Yeah, she probably sucked some dick though.
Get out there. I mean, not good enough. She couldn't get a fucking husband.
Yeah, right.
No.
Figure
Probably
it
what's
out,
holding her
Ethel.
back.
Yeah.
Seemed like a nice lady, though. Hope it worked out.
God bless on a wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Australian man named James Harrison saved $2.4 million babies by donating his blood every week. So this dude got some crazy, like, rare blood type, very, like, hard to find. Babies need it. This dude saved 2.4 million babies. That's a pretty
awesome.
solid life.
He's probably going to heaven.
Yeah, that will get you in.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, he can do whatever he wants now for the rest of his life. He
like,
already got a
literally,
ticket. His ticket is punched,
You
bro.
can be the biggest piece of shit on earth,
Yeah.
but if you're saving babies like that, like, dude, go for it. I don't think this guy's a piece of shit by any means.
But he has that ace in his back pocket.
Yeah, that's hard
That's
to give
a
up
lot.
blood
I didn't know
every
you
year.
were able to give blood like that.
What's that? Once a week, you say? It's a pint?
Yeah.
They usually do. I think it was like every 3 months is what.
Yeah,
they
like I remember I haven't gave in a while, but like I was like, well, all right, when's the next time I could come? And like it was like I think it was like 3 months or something like that. And like, dude, when I gave that blood, like it took a like.
Were you doing it for money?
No, when I was in the hospital, I got blood, and I got like so I like felt like
pay it
obligated
forward.
to pay
Yeah.
it back.
That was cool. You
Oh,
did
what a
it.
gentleman, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome that he does it. It's just crazy. Like
He
you
must
got,
have some really good
you
blood,
got-
though.
No, it's like AB negative. Like there's A.
The rarest of the
it's
rare.
AB negative.
It's
It's not
something
O
super
negative.
rare.
It's like AB.
Do you know what you are?
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
But
Not a
but it's
clue.
just crazy. Like you got on one hand, you got a guy who saved 2.4 million babies, and on the other hand, you got a lady that just finger jams herself.
He has,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, baby, she saved
Ethel-
us.
She's
just
She's
marrying herself.
Yeah, Ethel's worried about marrying herself while James Harrison's just saving babies.
Yeah.
Maybe fucking
2.4 million?
Yeah. He has antibodies. That's what it is, and it's called anti-D.
We need to hang on to this
That's
guy.
it. I think Ethel
Yeah.
got the same thing, anti-D.
She ain't getting that dude. She's pro V, anti D. She just munches
I'll tell
so
you what.
much old box, dude.
Scissor clipping and
Yeah.
She's not even scissor clipping. She's like fucking knitting needles.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how that would or crocheting.
Yeah,
It'd be like two
She crocheted the fuck out that pussy.
with Honey Boo Boo's mom smoking crack.
Speaking of smoking crack, Councilman Matthew Riley got arrested for smoking crack and passing out in his car. I didn't
How the fuck did
understand
that
this.
I,
too, but,
I thought you
yeah.
didn't pass out.
That's
oh, crap.
I
Michael?
never did crack,
That's that fentanyl crack.
but like
They put
crack
that
isn't-
shit in everything.
Crack really ain't putting you to sleep, is it, Seabird?
No, from my experience with crack, you're gonna get yourself. It's gonna be impossible to fall asleep, and when you do, you need some heavy drugs to bring you down, or some alcohol. I'm assuming here's what happened. He was shit faced drunk because he's a councilman, and he got a little bit.
They
too
get shit
turned
faced
up.
drunk.
He's got shit faced drunk. He's like, dude, I'm gonna go get some crack.
Things to wake up with.
Went and got the crack. Like he didn't want no one to find out about it. He was so drunk he passed out. I would almost say that he probably got busted before he probably passed out with the crack on his lap.
Wasted all that
It's a
money.
story as tale as old as time.
That ever happened to you?
With heroin. I had a night of crack smoking planned after I worked at Wim one night, and I went home and did heroin, fell asleep in my bathroom, and woke up. But the fucking cool thing was I woke up the next day and I still had all that crack.
Party time.
Well, that's fun.
It was only like $50 worth, but like my mom was like,
That seems
"Boy,
like a
you're
lot
up
of crack."
early." Yeah, I'm like up, like you know what I mean, like moving around. I was like, well, shit, where are you going? I was like, I got to go get some more crack.
Definitely not taking a nap.
Yeah, definitely.
Tyson Fury wants to fuck up Joe Rogan because Joe Rogan said John Jones will beat him up if they got in a room together. Fury called Rogan a bald little pussy.
Midget.
Yeah, midget pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's bald too.
Sensitive
That
to
was
that
weird.
short shit.
Yeah, I mean, I
Right,
get where
he's
Joe,
bald, too.
I get where Joe Rogan's coming from in that. I mean, Tyson Fury's getting. I think this could be all to set up a
Some
John,
type of bullshit boxing, mate.
but yeah,
Yeah, it
bullshit. John Jones,
Because
Tyson.
John Jones chirped back at Tyson Fury, then Tyson Fury came back out like, John Jones, you're the best in the octagon, but step to the boxing ring. And blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah. He,
right. If one
he
goes to
definitely
the other,
backed off. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Fury would probably fuck John Jones up in a boxing ring,
right.
But
John
like,
sure.
Jones will beat the piss out of him in a ring.
yeah, you
right.
put him
I
in, you
agree.
put him in a room together. John Jones
Right.
is probably fucking
That's
up
what
Tyson
Rogan.
Fury.
I'm pretty
That's what
sure
he said.
That's
That's
all he was
exactly
saying,
what
yeah.
he said, yeah.
But that being said, Tyson Fury, like he's one of those big idiots. He doesn't even know he's like getting hit like that hurts. So who knows? But John Jones can put you,
Yeah.
he'd snap your arm in half and shit.
Right.
They do that.
I'd like to watch him.
They put you on the
street
ground. They scoop somebody. You're done.
Yeah.
Not only that, dude, he'll fucking hit you one time and then crawl up your back and put you to sleep.
But
You know
that dude
what I mean?
Tyson Fury ain't no joke. But I mean, that would be a great street. Like if they were like, that's the only thing I don't like about when they do this celebrity shit. It's like one person got to cross over to the other person's thing.
Right.
I just wish it was like bare knuckle, get after.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean, you're asking to get, you're guaranteed injuries. But I'll pay pay-per-view for that.
Yeah, you got to go to Costa Rica for that shit.
I'll pay to watch like celebrity street fight.
Yeah.
That's a lot better than celebrity boxing where the pro just carries him for 8 rounds.
You
And
talk
it's like,
about blood sport.
yeah, Nuksu cow.
We had an OnlyFans model say she ruined her mom's marriage because her stepdad was a subscriber and she snitched on him.
Did you watch everything? I watched all 3 of
I
them.
bet it's right
You
up
watched
your
the
alley.
what?
So
The
she
videos.
no,
Every video she ever put up.
Yeah.
she made a 3-part TikTok how her stepdad it ruined her marriage. So okay, this girl started an OnlyFans. Her stepdad subscribed. It was her biggest subscriber. So by that, like he was like giving her the most money, asking for the most videos, constantly saying shit. And the weird thing was she started like noticing like weird things like
So wait, this dude was getting a private finger banging like videos. and
videos,
everything?
yeah.
Ugh.
But he was requesting weird shit like where I want you to do it in this part of your house. So she was like, why? Like he's like, I want you to lay on the floor.
That's
and
where
on
I have
bed."
the private camera set
Yeah.
up, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like she was like,
I want to smell the floor later.
yeah. So I'm gonna huff this shop back. So she ends up like through like process of elimination, she was like figured out like because he used his same name on Instagram as his OnlyFans name.
That's
so
smart.
she was like, wait a minute, this is the same fucking guy. And then she was like, oh my God. And then like put 2 and 2 together and then like messaged her back like
Bill, is this you?
no, she was like, I know who this is, blah, blah. He's like, we need to talk and all this shit. So she went directly to her mother, told her mom what was going on, and like her mom immediately like, because he
Yeah,
noticed that
you're
she
not
was-
going to talk
That's
your way
the
out of that one.
Yeah, no, that's you got to go directly to the mom because like
He was
you
like,
get-
them is jokes.
you get too deep into that, you have like a back and forth with the stepdad. The mom's gonna start thinking like, all right, you're making moves too. So yeah, you have to take all the evidence to your mom.
and he raised her since she was 10, which makes it so much more fucked
Yeah,
up.
he's a piece of
Yeah,
shit.
Giant piece of shit.
Yeah, that he
It
should be.
isn't like they just met.
he shouldn't.
Yeah.
Be, I didn't read the article. He shouldn't be brother in arms. That's a corn dick of the week.
No,
What's his
she
name?
was-
Woody Allen.
I thought you were saying-
she's the brother in arms.
Yeah, she's the brother in arm
yeah.
because like her
Yeah.
fucking stepdad. Why would the stepdad, who was he's a fucking pedophile, be the brother in arms?
I thought I was just a little curious. I didn't know he raised her. It made shit a lot
Right,
weirder.
that just got so worse.
Way worse.
Wow.
Oh man, why did everybody? We're gonna take a quick commercial. break.
Allegedly.
We'll be right back with more of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. You might recognize my voice from Greenfield's Finest Podcast, but you'd recognize my face more from Rosado and Sons Landscaper, where I've been an employee for over 5 years, where I work with owner-son John Rosado. If you're looking for quality landscaping, pressure washing, snow removal, and lawn maintenance, which includes fertilizer, grub control, weed killer, call 412-521-9045. This isn't some pop-up operation. They've been in business for over 80 years. So if you want good quality work, call Rosado & Sons Landscaping at 412-521-9045. Tell them Z-Bird sent you and get the special discount. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. Did you just get the bad news that your girlfriend's fucking your neighbor? Well, it sounds like a pretty shitty situation. I got just the answer. Miracle Movers. You need to move in a hurry? Call Miracle Movers, 412-419-2620. They're fully bonded and insured, and you're not taking any risk like you are with your whore girlfriend. So call Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620 and get out of that house before you catch any STDs. Did you just walk into your bathroom and take a giant shit and realize that your bathroom is a giant pile of shit? Well, I got the answer for you. Bath Factory and Window. You dream it, and they build it. Bath Factory and Window, 412-951-3939. From your bathroom to your windows, transform your home with Bathroom Factory and Window. You can also find them at bathfactorywandwindow.com. Hey, what's going on, folks? I don't know if you knew this, but the number one reason people get lawsuits against them when people come over their house is faulty steps, faulty sidewalks. What are you going to do about it? Your house is a walking booby trap. Well, you can call Giuseppe & Sons. Need your sidewalk and steps fixed or replaced? Call Giuseppe & Sons at 412-421-6711. And if you're looking for any masonry work in the Pittsburgh area, these are the guys you can trust. That's 412-421-6711. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield Podcast. Before we jump into what's grinding our gears, real quick, this Thursday at Bottle Rocket Social, I'll be doing a comedy show with Bill Crawford, Jeff Conkle, Joey Welsh, and Aaron Kleiber. So there's tickets available online at bottlerocketsocial.com. Hope to see you there. Now let's jump into what's grinding our gears. Who better than Angry Johnny? I know he's got a gear grinder.
I'm grinding.
Oh, man. I was gonna put this at the top of the show, but I was like, let me have a spotlight.
Yeah, he might just take the whole gig now with this. Get it, John.
So, I've been having some neighbor problems, dog issues, whatever. So, what's the solution to that? You put a fence around your property.
Yep.
You stay within your property line. You think you're all right. You hire a reputable company, put up a beautiful fence. And then
fences ain't cheap.
Fences are not cheap, but you know what? You got to bite the bullet.
Yeah, right.
They put it up. It was a nice, comfortable feel. I'm like, I love it. I get a letter in the mail. I've been turned in by an asshole neighbor who, these guys working there, like, dude, you're my neighbor's like taking pictures of us. Like, yeah, I'll probably turn me in, but for what?
Right.
Like, I thought I'm in with parameters. It says, and on the website, it says anything over 6 foot, you need a permit. The fence is 6 foot. I'm on my property line. I think we're kosher. I get a letter. I need a file for a building permit and a variance.
A building permit?
Building permit for the fence and a variance.
For zoning.
And the worst thing is,
that game, buddy.
Which, if you would go on the website and try to do it, they want so much information. I'm like, dude, can't I just tell somebody I'm building a fence on my property? Come take a look to see if it's whatever you want to check out, buddy.
The old days are over when it comes to this
I was
shit.
just going to say, I'm an old guy. I like to go down to the fucking city. Yeah, parking was hell, but I could go in there and talk to him. Like, listen, dude, I put a sidewalk. I need fucking 3 no parking signs, and I need this closed off for 30 days.
Dude.
Okay? Boop, boop, boop,
dude,
and then you leave.
So the dude who took the pictures, I know him. His mother lives in the house. His mother's probably in her 80s.
He don't even live on the street.
He don't live there. He comes to, like...
He lives behind you. He don't even live...
Behind my house. I'm higher than he is.
How's his mother's vision?
Horrible. She can't see. She's partially blind.
That's crazy, dude.
What is your problem, dude? Like, why don't you want me to have a fence? I have a wall there. Did
you try talking to him?
No, because he's not there.
Yeah.
You
didn't even know it was
the damage is already done.
Damage is done. I got to jump through these hoops to get these permits, which hopefully once I do, nothing's going to come out of it. The fence isn't coming down.
No.
I just got to pay more money and go through aggravation.
You got to pay that one stop fee.
But tell him about he has shit on your property.
So his mother has peach trees, and they hang over my property.
I would cut them all down.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to be a chance. I'm going to wait.
Murder those trees.
Right. I'll wait until the summer when it's real hot, when they can get a disease once you cut them.
Yeah.
But I'll do it then. But, like, dude, like, it's an old lady. I feel bad. But, like, what's going to come out of you doing that?
What do you give a fuck about a fence?
Why do you want to look in my yard?
That's
right.
What I
That's
said.
the weird fucking
thing.
One,
there's a wall there. If the city would come and check that out, like, why don't you have a fence?
Right.
Somebody's going to get hurt.
Yeah, you need a railing at least.
So you put a privacy fence, which I'm not that tall, 5'6", fence is 6 foot. That's about normal, right?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit? That's insane. So did you file for all that shit?
So I'm trying to file, but I got to come up with like drawings of the works that happened. Like I had my property surveyed before, not recently. I don't have.
Yeah.
I'm within my property by 1,000,000%. So like, but there's like things like on the website, like if you don't fill it out, like I got to write a letter.
Bro, I know. It's insane.
Do I really have to write this letter? And they won't let you continue until you fill these sections
You can't
out.
continue, and like I said, you can't get anybody on the phone to be like, hey, is like,
I actually talked to the inspector.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
He's real cool.
Well, that's good.
He's real cool, and he's like, dude, listen, man, like this dude called. He's like, but in the city of Pittsburgh, if you put up any fence, you need a variance, which I
Right.
didn't know.
I
Yeah,
didn't know
pretty
that
much.
either.
Yeah, for anything.
For anything.
Anything you're putting in, you got to get zoned now.
Right, which is it's bullshit.
It is
but
what it is.
Whatever. Right, and then I was like, dude, on the website it said over 6 feet. He's like, nah, it's 6 feet. I'm like, why does it say that? He was like, listen. I was like, listen, I don't have any problem paying for these permits.
Right. Can I give you the money?
Right, I should
Can
have.
I write you a check?
I should have said that. Like, you want a gift card to El Familia, buddy?
COD.
Right. I don't know if you'd have went for that or not.
Right.
Because it's like, but like it's already on on the books. I'm just like, I'll pay for that. I'm not trying to skirt anything. This is a hell of a thing to fill out.
That's the dude gave you pretty much. The dude fucked you with a major homework assignment.
Right. And then what's his end game? Just to piss me off a little bit.
Just to be a dick.
But
obviously.
I think your end game 1,000%. I don't even think you hire a tree cutting company.
No, I can do it. They're sitting right there.
What? So you have to write a letter.
Dude, there was like 4 things. Like they want me to. Like I don't know if I have to get a new
Dude,
survey.
just copy and paste it, put it in ChatGPT, and fucking send it back. Whatever the fuck it is, just have ChatGPT do it for you.
I need to ask you about Chad DPD maybe after the show.
GPT. I'll send you like I'll send you
because I want to get into that. But like the fence company sent me like I forget like the detailed picture of like what they did. Like
that should be enough.
That should be enough. But like the property line thing, like dude, I don't want to get another survey. Do I have to?
No,
surveys we're probably gonna pay $700 for a survey.
But I mean, I've had one within 5 years.
No, it should be good.
Yeah, that
Like
yeah,
today, but like when I put a addition on my house, I had to get a survey.
Right.
Like that was a part of all that. Then,
Right.
So like, do you guys have that on file? Like, look it up. Come measure. Come check it out, guys.
Good luck with that.
You know what I mean? But like, what do they want me to do? It's just like.
But whoever did your survey should be able to email you. Like, if you don't have your plans anywhere, you should be able to hit them up and they probably email.
The survey company, which I have
I would imagine
zero recollection of which company it was.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I don't keep great records.
No.
But you would have like a paint. I mean,
So like most of the
get a
people on my
canceled
street are like,
check?
John, yeah, but I'm saying like, dude, they're like, John, fence looks great. John looks like, dude, I'm like so excited. Like
I would tell everybody.
the fence is about to get done, and then I sit down like you said. I was gonna say earlier, like you think Athena hasn't heard? Fuck, I'm opening this letter. I'm like, what a fucking piece of shit.
What a piece
As
of
I
shit.
said, I'm like at the dinner table, and I just said that. I look up like, sorry. I'm like, look at this fuck. I'm like, look at this shit. I'm like, can you believe it? And then in my mind, I'm like, that dude. And like, it was open back there. So I talked to all these people. I've talked to this dude before.
Right.
Like the fence, like, come talk to me, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Like the one dude on the left, the Argentinian dude, he would come up like, dude, that looks high as hell to me. Like, what's going on, John? Like, come,
Right.
like, eh.
but at the same time, what do you care? It's
But
a fence into my yard.
But at the end of the
now
day,
you have a fence.
I'm not building an apartment complex back here. I'm putting a fence
Right.
around my yard.
I
my
have a
dog in.
dog.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta make it higher.
People think I'm a bad dog owner. I'm building a fence.
Right. Like what else?
Yeah.
Like I get bitched at for this, and I
Can't win.
Man, what's going on at Swiss Helm,
I don't know,
dude?
dude.
Holy
They're
hell!
getting-
You
they're
got-
getting up
that's
in these
new
dudes.
Swiss Helm.
It's new Swiss Helm, dude.
Hashtag not my Swiss
I
Helm.
need to find some original Swiss Helm people to maybe straighten this out.
Yeah, get the fucking
But like you said, the thing is now the duck is cooked, dude. I got to do.
The duck is raped.
The duck is raped. It's in the system. I have to unrape this duck.
Yeah.
I'm hoping like
It ain't easy.
once you do the paperwork and the city gets their money, the inspector comes by and says, "Yeah, we're good."
Yeah, you think it'd be that easy, but I don't know, Johnny. Yeah,
Does anybody out there know anybody in the
You
city?
could probably chat GPT your way right through that fucking stupid letter.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. I think I could use that for a lot of things in my life. But
Wow,
Yeah.
that's hard to that's hard to fucking follow up.
dude,
there.
I was hitting everybody up like, "Does anybody know anybody?" Like,
You got a couple answers.
I got some answers, and I really do have some like close people. But the thing about it is, like, I'm not asking anybody to like. I'm not doing anything like egregious. I just put a fence up inside my. I gave up some property inside my property
just to
line.
make sure
to avoid problems.
Yeah, right.
Like the only thing you get, like, if my fence was 1 inch shorter, like I wouldn't even have to get the permit.
Yeah, that's
for the
insane.
building permit. I would just have to get the variance.
That's something to know. Then, well, didn't the fence guy tell you the fence is only 5'11"?
No, it's 6 foot. I said that. I said I should. Like, yeah. What are we gonna do to make this fence 5'11"?
Yeah, you want me sand this fucking thing down at the top? Like,
how about I grade a bunch of dirt up to
That's
it?
what I was gonna say. Put some topsoil
Yeah,
around
there
it.
you go.
Raise it up.
That might be.
Yeah, I will. I'll fix it. We'll figure it out.
Surely, what do you got, buddy?
Nothing that good. So, I hate group texts. You know what I mean? Like, some are okay if it's just a couple jokes. Everybody has something to contribute to. I'm on with my wife, my sister-in-laws, and their husbands.
Yeah.
And they do this shit during the day. Like, Rosa will say something or send a meme that's funny. Ha, ha, ha. And no one else contributes to it. It's just like, loved it, like, ha, ha, smiley face, like, all this
Explanation
shit.
point.
Yeah, and then 10 minutes later, someone else will try to say something funny that's not funny, and then it's just another random like. You know, it's just 10 different people liking. And it's like, oh,
That's a
my
family
God.
one.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, it's just Rosa and her sisters, because me and my brother-in-laws are, like, you know, working.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like, not even responding, and it just, your phone's like ding, ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding.
then
It's
you don't
like,
want to put it on silent just in case you miss a call.
Yeah,
like-
because you're at work. And you
Right,
gotta,
yeah,
you need to be available.
Yeah, right.
Like, what is this nonsense?
That's the worst. When you can't turn your phone like on silent,
Yep.
it's like ding, 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 and I'm like,
But there's no like, there's no contributions to the fucking conversation. No one
Yeah.
had like a swift
One-
comeback, like
yeah.
pow.
Just
like ding,
a
ding.
TikTok.
because if you're late, don't even respond with that late shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, the time's passed.
yeah,
mood
you have
has changed.
you have about
Right.
5 minutes to get your zinger in.
Yeah, then after that, you know what I mean?
You
can
missed.
chuckle.
And you just you left yourself because that ship has sailed.
Yeah,
You
don't
can't do
don't
it.
ha something from fucking 25 minutes ago.
From
No,
2 days ago.
Yeah.
I'll do it
No
from
fucking
2 days
way.
ago every once. Like, he'll be mad if I don't laugh at this.
And then you go to open it up and you're like, dude, I don't even know what the fuck happened here.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
don't- exactly. I don't know the context. Oh wait, I ignored this when they were talking about it the first time.
Facebook sets you up for failure. I hate how like you can do that. Like sometimes like someone will unfortunately like pass away or something like that, and like you'll accidentally like, you know what I mean, like put like the whoa face or the ha face. And you're like,
Your thumbs up and
for, like,
shit.
yeah, like you know you can just easily hit.
I
the-
don't get into the faces.
No, on Facebook. You
I know what you mean, but I
yeah.
just give it a standard like.
Yeah, well, I mean, I give it a caring. You know,
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get into
A
that.
hugging heart.
Yeah, I always thought it was weird, like, you know, when somebody passes away and there's like a death notice on Facebook and everybody likes it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, are you
Just
supposed
don't even comment.
Are you
Yeah.
supposed to like this? Or you supposed? I don't like. Hey,
But I I've
very
never one
strange.
time,
Oh,
Yeah,
he died. I love it.
yeah,
someone was,
yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
that dude Sammy wristed. He was like, I'm going in for surgery today, and I like clicked like to give the care, and I like ended up like leaving like a laughing thing. I went back like I like messaged him like, dude, I didn't.
He
mean
probably
to.
laughed though when he seen
did.
it.
I messaged him like, dude, I mean, like, dude, I fucking. He's like, shit happens. I'm like, man, I didn't want you to think I was like laughing. You were having surgery on your heart. You know what I mean?
What do you got there, Z-Bird?
Oh, dude, so it was like Friday. I'm having a good day. It's the end of the week. We weren't working Saturday. Rosalia's dad sends me on a little mission to go plant a couple bushes at the coach's house for Duquesne football. So I'm like, all right. I cruise out there. He's pretty cool. Coach Schmidt was real nice to me. Plant these bushes, talking to him a little bit. He was like, hey, he's like, why don't I? He's like, you what size shirt you wear? I'm like a medium or large. Because he's like, I don't have any shirts, but I got a hat. He's like, which one you want? The white one or the I'm like, give me the black one. I'll get the other one dirty. So he gives it to me, and I'm like, cool. So I go back at the end of the day, like tell Rosalio's dad, like, check out my new hat. He was like, that's a piece of shit. He said,
That's from Reebok from 5 years ago.
that's exactly what he said.
That's the oldest hat in the book.
He's like, I think my brother George still wears that. He wears anything. So, I'm like, dude, fuck you. So then I like told him, I was like, then I like started told his dad that like Schmidt was going to come on our podcast. We were going to have a segment. It was called "I Don't Give a Schmidt," and like Sean's dad was like, "He won't come on there. No, he's not coming on there. It's against our university's policies." He's like, "You don't stand with Duquesne University." I'm like, dude, I'm fucking around, dude.
I don't give a Schmidt.
Yeah.
Duquesne's gonna have to put like issue a statement they have no affiliation with Greenfield's Finest Podcast.
Yeah, we did not give away free gear for landscaping work.
Yeah. We did not give Mike Zidell an NIL deal.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Schmidt's weird, and I'd rather be boofing shit.
You traded drip.
Oh fuck! I got a gear grinder. I was parked on the strip the other day, and like it's tight quarters down there. And I was parked illegally, but like everybody parks illegally for aerobics on this one side of the street. And like I said, it was tight. This fucking dickhead squeezed his moped in between my car and another car, and was like on top of my car.
I'd have kicked it over.
Dude, I was at the point like, dude, do I move this thing? Do I roll it into the street? Like, what should I do with this? But it was right by a restaurant, so anything I did, it was nice out. Everybody would have been watching.
Yeah, it'd have been on film.
Dude, I had to make like a 30-point turn to get out of this fucking space, dude. And I'm like on like this dude's
you
like,
took it and rolled it?
Hey, what's that?
Can you roll those? Or is it like the
It
wheels
was like
locked?
one of those big ones with like the wheels are locked.
Yeah.
It was like almost like a motorcycle, but like
I would have backed out and then got out, kicked it over, and then back the rest of the way.
How much room did you have between you and the car behind you?
The moped was behind me, so it was like that. The moped was like on top of me. I bet I had 6 inches, if that.
Wow.
I don't think it was 6 inches.
That's
it was probably
a douchebag maneuver.
dude.
There.
It was probably like 3 inches. I'm like literally fucking backing up, turn, backing up, turn. It took me like 5 minutes to get the fuck
Where
out
were
of
you
there.
at? I'm sorry, I missed the beginning because I was too busy
Strip.
stewing over my story. You're in a strip, so you didn't live near this man.
No, but it was by a restaurant. And there was a ton of people.
Okay, yeah, you
out.
don't want to.
So
do
like
that
I
in front
couldn't
of
have did
people.
anything
You
fucking
should have at least
crazy.
hawkered on it.
And then down the strip again last week, I was going to eat at Penn Ave Fish. Fucking, I had to get out and move a scooter, like one of those like line scooters,
Yeah.
because I had like prime real estate. I'm like, dude, get this on the fucking sidewalk, dude. What's going on down here?
They do that at Squirrel Hill. There's a prime spot to park, like to go to Alios, like on a Tuesday night where I'll be going after the show, and like there's always 3 scooters. They take up this spot because that's where they lock them. I'm like,
They actually have like a scooter park, like a little squared off scooter thing.
I'm like,
I'd
dude,
love to park there.
I'm like, this is a great spot, and like if the scooters aren't there, I take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, there's always a fucking scooter. It's just such
Yeah, it
a
was
shit.
just one scooter. I'm like, dude, get this. And I was aggressive with that one. I fucking threw it on the sidewalk.
These college students tried to park like a scooter on the edge of my parents' driveway. And my mom saying, she's like, excuse me, that's not a parking spot.
Don't leave that shit
And they
here.
act like they ain't here. She was like, excuse me, get that the fuck out of here. And she's like 4'3", dude, just screaming at people.
They are fun to ride. I will say that. If I get when I
Right.
get
If you ride one and you got to dump it off, just don't
Put it in front of my driveway. That's all.
Yeah, just put it somewhere.
Yeah,
You can
put it
put
somewhere,
that, like,
off
against
off
the
side,
sidewalk.
yeah.
Off
You
the
know, you
side.
don't have
Lean
to
it
take a
against
whole
the tree.
spot. No one cares.
Yeah, but that got around in my gears. All right.
All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back to wrap up Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Z-Bird from Greenfield's Finest Podcast. If you're worried about roofing, windows, siding, soffit, fascia, gutters, spouts, and need help with any of those, call Allen Construction, LLC, 412-954-8337. Whether it's a repair, replacement, they're equipped with the tools and the skills for over 65 years of experience. Remember, Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. And they're not on heroin. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just drove by your house, and your wall looks like a giant piece of shit. Well, you know that's no good, because anybody can climb up your yard and bang your old lady. That's why you need to call Just Walls, 412-889-4401. Fully insured. And when someone pulls up to your house, make sure the first thing they see is your retaining wall, or the second thing they'll see is your wife's pussy. That's 412-889-4401. Just Walls. Hey, what's going on, everyone? I just drove by your house. You got a giant hole in the side. What's that for? So you can stick your dick in it and your old lady can suck it. You're better than that, man. Get that hole patched up. Why don't you call S&L Remodeling LLC? They do roofing, siding, gutters, downspout, soffit, fascia, and they'll fix that hole so your wife quits sucking everyone's dick. 412-628-9717. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. We're sick of seeing your wife sucking all that cock. Are you sick and tired of bullshit pizza? I knew I was. Thank God there's Capizzuto's Pizza on Greenfield Avenue. They've been in business for over 400 years, making some of Pittsburgh's finest pizza. 412-521-6570. Ask for Nubs and tell them Z-Bird sent you if you want the best pizza in the burg. Man, we've been getting some bad storms around here lately. Very bad. Tree actually fell through my roof. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. Luckily, I found Greater Pittsburgh Tree Service at 412-415-7331. They have over 27 years of experience, competitive pricing, and it won't break your budget. Give them a call today for all your tree-related needs. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield Podcast. Thank you so much for sticking around for the whole episode. We're about to jump into What Would Greenfield Do?
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
Would you rather lose half your dick's length or half your dick's girth?
Oh, man.
I don't think I could lose half a girth.
Yeah, I'll thread a needle.
Yeah, right. Half the girth. We're talking like straw size now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't want.
I don't like this question.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot to give here.
Yeah. If I lose half my dick, then I'm just like, I'm
retired.
I'm just hitting the clit.
You're just nubbing that clit.
Yeah, like that old lady.
Yeah, old Ethel does.
Yeah. So I'm like, I use half my girth. You know what I mean? It's like my
I think girth's pretty important.
They might go somewhere else.
Half the girth, what it's worth.
Yeah. She's like, looks at her finger, looks at my dick, looks at her finger, was like, I'm going to bed. It'll be happening to all four of us.
Yeah, it's not good for business.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah,
not good for white guys. We ain't got enough dick to be cutting on half of it. You know what I mean?
So what do you say? Well, you got to answer the question. So what do you think, length or girth?
I don't.
I'm going length.
Yeah, length. You gotta go length.
If I gotta give it up,
yeah,
I
I'd
think
give up the lip. Yeah. Can I do like 50% each?
Let's go 25%.
25. Yeah, take 25 length, 25 girth. That's the best I could do for you.
That's all I'm willing to do.
On your hypothetical question.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is hurting my feelings.
All right. Would you rather have your pet have a dog's personality and a cat body, or a cat's personality and a dog body? I don't want my dog to be a cunt.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have a cat with a dog's personality, right?
See,
So it'd be running up to the door.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if my dog had a cat personality, because cats will leave you
They're
alone.
pretty laid back. Yeah.
They'll leave you alone.
They're pretty laid back.
My dog, when I'm at the crib, follows me.
Yeah, Paisley's
Like,
needy.
dude,
That gets
sometimes
annoying.
that's fine, and then sometimes you're like, get away from me.
You ever sit down on the couch and your dog's just staring at you like, dude, I just let you outside.
I did. I checked
like,
every.
I'm fucking laying
I checked
down.
every box, dude.
Yeah.
I gave you water. I fed you. You're
Water's
outside.
push.
Like,
Yeah.
when my dog comes up and poop, I'm like, all right. Or he'll bark, like, all right, you got to go outside. But then sometimes, dude, he just wants some love. And like, dude, like, I'm not an affectionate person, buddy. I got pet you.
Yeah.
I can't pet you all. Get away from me.
Like, I put this fucking fence up and everybody's all
Right.
pissed off
Dude,
about
you know
it,
the best
you
part about the
motherfucker.
fence? He still won't go outside, but you can't just open the door and he runs out now. He won't do it.
What do you mean?
I have
Before
to
the
walk
fence is there,
down
he'd
into
run
the
out.
yard with him.
Really?
And if I go back in the house,
He
He
follows
comes.
you.
he comes right back.
So that fence really ain't worth a fuck.
It is when they all play outside. And you have to be
that's good.
outside.
I don't know if headaches are worth anything.
Yeah. Oh man,
That's so fucked up. You thought you'd just be able to open that door.
Every
and
dog
run.
I've had in my life, you open the door, they run out.
Yep.
They usually come back, or sometimes they don't. That's a problem. But this, he's just like before, like when he was like, I want to say like a younger pup, like that door cracked, he was gone,
flying,
gone.
Now he knows he can't escape, so he's like, "Come on, dickhead! Now you're walking me down
so
here."
where are we going?
Oh, you think this is so funny?
Yeah.
Come outside with
He's
me.
like, the outside world really isn't that great. I'll just stay with you.
Yep.
Johanna gave me a pork job today, so I'm staying.
Oh,
So I'm
man.
gonna take a huge steamer.
Yeah.
We had to take Paisley off the so we would give her people food, not a ton of it, but what I mean, she's
Scraps
scratching.
here,
Yeah, here
yeah.
you go. And she was she was losing weight. The doctor was like, "Yeah, no more people food. You got to get her on the dry food and mix it in with the wet food because we're just going straight wet." And dude,
It's not good for their teeth.
Yeah, it's breaking my heart because now Paige is looking for the people food and I can't give it to her.
Dude,
we got a pound on her already too. So she weighs 6 pounds. A pound's a big come up. So
yeah. That's the
That's
thing, dude. If they
1/6
don't,
of her
like,
weight.
the smell, I feel bad for a dog because they eat that food, then they smell what you're cooking. They're like, "Yo,
I know this is better because I had it."
right." But then if you at first, I was like, "Don't give them anything," because if you don't know what bacon tastes like,
Yeah.
you don't know what you're missing. Kids, a little under the table here, a little
Yeah,
under
it's
there.
over.
Then Johanna's like, "I feel so bad," and just cuts up like a whole pork chop, and I'm like, "You're creating a monster."
Yeah.
Yep.
I hope he comes and stares at you while you eat.
My dog eats better than most people, bro. Rosa will cut
That's
up.
really
she'll
all
make,
they have.
She'll
Yeah.
make
It is.
meatballs
That's
and
like
she'll cut one up and blow on it so it doesn't burn her tongue and
Yeah,
throw it in there
dogs
with
are
some.
awesome. That is our
Yeah,
fact.
Rosa takes care of the dog.
That's the pinnacle of their life.
Right.
But I think a cat would be fun as hell. Like if a cat was
A crazy cat just jumping around.
yeah, like I mean,
Licking its nuts.
yeah, like cat be all excited.
Oh,
you know,
my dog. Yeah, I mean, dogs blow themselves all the time.
Yeah. That's
Who
okay.
wouldn't?
Yeah, I don't blame him.
All right, last one. Would you rather be able to throw 105 miles per hour or dunk? So you could either throw 105, gas, or you could dunk. You throw 105.
I'd rather throw the gas.
Take the
bro.
major leagues out of it. You're not
You're not gonna make it.
You're not going to make it.
I'd still rather throw the gas.
I'd rather dunk.
I think I'd rather dunk too, but man,
Yeah.
throwing heat past
I'd throw the
people.
gas.
But the
bro.
thing is, you have way more opportunities to dunk in
dunk.
front of people than
Yeah.
you will to
At
throw
this
the
age, if you're not making a league, we get a little hoop game going, and I'm
you're
just
cram-
jamming on
Oh,
dudes.
I'd be in every men's summer league
right.
ever if I could, just cram on people whenever I wanted to. Yeah, I'm sure there's men's baseball leagues, but they're not.
I'd be playing
they're
for the
not.
Savannah Bananas, dude, just throwing gas, dude.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. We take them.
That's
as-
not pro, though.
Gas
That's
and
not
somebody,
pro.
because I had a short pitching career growing up where I was gas. It's the best feeling ever.
Yeah, it was never.
I don't know.
I
If
could
was
never
still-
dunk.
I could never
I
throw smoke.
know what that feels like a little bit. I can touch the fucking net.
Yeah. I really should be able to dunk.
Can you get
Kidding.
rim?
I could touch rim, yeah, but no. No
You
dunking.
figure you got to get a good 6 inches over that baby.
Yeah, I haven't tried to really
If you
jump
can't
since I've been.
if you can't
You ever
jam
try to jam
hard,
and fucking get arched like a motherfucker?
Yeah, if
break
you're
the
just
back
like-
of your head.
Yeah, if you're just I remember the best when people, Keith Siri had that hoop you could lower.
Oh, that was the best.
And you could dunk on. You felt like you were Shaq. You know what I mean?
they have dunk contest.
Yeah, we did.
I've been doing aerobics for a while now. I feel like my
Your verticals.
My
Those
vertical
snacks
is probably
cancel them
better.
aerobics right out, Jack.
those what?
Those
Those snacks? Nah, I'm good, buddy.
All right.
That's why I'll throw smoke fat as hell, dude. You guys got to be all fucking in shape to dunk.
An old fuck face will be dunking over here.
Dunk right on you.
No, if we can both dunk.
And now strike Bochin's at.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody, thanks so much for this week for tuning in to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Thank you to all our Patreon subscribers and everyone that listens. Don't forget about the comedy show coming up this Thursday. Also, another comedy show is coming up on the horizon with me, Trey McDonough, Joey Welsh. It'll be June 1st up at Pub in the Park. Everyone have a great week. And remember, folks, Greenfield loves you. We're out.